Did you think it was?
How you doing, people? Welcome to the stream. Can you hear this? Oh, you can hear it. Good. I'm late. I nearly didn't fucking turn up. I've had a very good day going out and about and doing stuff, but pain-wise, this is fucked. My neck and back have been a problem for a very, very long time. No, I don't need backseat advice. And today, they are shocked a bit, so painkillers and all the rest of it are not touching the side, so I nearly didn't make it. But we're here anyway, so fuck it, we're going for it. Who have we got? Leonard, Flesh, Grumpy, Skellington, Cat Dog, Goth, Mark JPVVA, Adrea, Conjured Samurai, Aches, I think it is, and Lady, Funky Monkey, Smooch with a resub, Geordie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Even a mate cracked a beer, just tuned in. Nice, welcome to the stream. I'm not having beer today, I'm having beer tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm not actually streaming. It's Easter. I don't really do a lot for Easter, but my brother's going out with his missus, so we're going to have a drink with them. Which is needed, because we haven't actually had one properly, apart from Christmas, since 25th of September last year. So, yeah, been in the chair a long time. It's painful. Today, I'm fucking around on the PTS. No, I don't need backseaters. I do this for a living. I don't need people to tell me how to do stuff. But I'm going to show you stuff anyway. We're going to mess with things. Where the hell is the orc? There you are. Doten, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Mike Macon, also welcome. Here's a button. This volume isn't very loud, is it? I mean, it's up. Whatever. And where the hell have I gone? Warden, Orc, do this stuff and things. This is an Orc. Now you know. Someone's already got a name. This is a... Fuck you. This is the Orc. Ha! I didn't put a number on the end like most stupid people do. To be fair, September feels last week. It doesn't if you sit in this jail all the time. Enjoy yourself tomorrow, bro. Thank you very much indeed. I will try to. As long as I'm not in as much pain as I am today. Today was fucked. My arms are completely nuked. Like the nerves completely fuck up your hands and everything. Even walking around, I had to stop because my legs were fucked. It's been a long one. Character creation can be imaginatively creative. Zai and Ninjas. How you doing, Slayer? Welcome to the stream. The amazing Tony Silver just now brought me multiple things, actually. First of all, coffee. Secondly, water, because I have to have water. And look at this! It was the only one on the shelf. Don't know where the fuck it came from. It was there. I have a fucking crunchy Easter egg, so... Get fucked, aches and pains. I'm eating the shit out of that. Oh my god. Fair drinks and good people always needed, indeed. Orcsome. Orcsome Orc. Brilliant. Hi, Zai Ninjas and Conanians. How you doing? Claude, don't be dead. Obviously. Welcome to the stream. Blind Illusions, how you doing as well? Turbo Jam. Mega name, by the way. If you don't know why you're saying Conanians, it's because I have Conan servers. Yes, I have. No, it's not a disease. I have 3 of them, which are private, tied to Patreon. That's the amazing Tony Silver. Give her a follow. One is on Xbox, one PC, one PlayStation. They are tied to G-Portal servers, but they are partnered servers because I happen to be a partner. So put G-Portal in the chat if you want cheaper servers. Those 3 are tied to Patreon, but I do have one unique one that is public on PlayStation. It's a Blitz server that gets reset every 30 days. Partnered hardware, so the server is absolutely banging, and it's deliberately set to hardcore. We have a very, very difficult way to craft and build stuff, but at the same time, it is reset at the first of every month. The alpha for each month will be given an arena champion pet for the next month. That, by the way, has made Rav basically dominate this month, so go kill it. Mega. Happy Easter. Same to you too. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I forgot about the fan. She just put the fan on for me. I forgot. Rip. Anyway, subclass. I'm sure she said, no shit. She didn't, but it sounded like it. No, not Necromancers. Wrong button. Oh my god. Press the right button. It doesn't matter which one I actually press. I do want Necromancers, actually. What can you tell me? Stuff and things. What should I do next? Discuss the adventurous style. Blah. Done. Choose it for free. Yes, thank you. Subclassing. Necro. Hello. Gravelord. Done. I'm getting rid of green balance. Fucking rip. No minor toughness for me. You always have fans here. Are you telling me I'm in the right spot? You're the reason I keep coming back to ESO. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. That is a statement and a half. I will take it. I'm also going to have these, and this, and this, and this. I don't need anything else because I'm not going to be using them. Although... Nope, not going to be using them. I'm going to put this on there just in case. It's not necessary, is it? Let's buy it anyway. Anyway, now I'm going to the house. Quest done. That's all you need to do, by the way. Ta-da! Subclassing in a nutshell, already done. I'm going to go to my house and go and put everything together. If you didn't know already, this is quiver. If you need her to tell you, well, this is why you have a woman in the house. Just increase your fan is off. Just in case your fan is off, indeed. Even Zai Ninjas. Cornish, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Currently in with Infinite Archive and... sorry, misread that. Try again. Currently in Infinite Archive with the Tempest Great Build. Love the credit to the amazing Zai. Thank you very much. Do you need to have a Nightblade to use the skill line, or can you use it without a Nightblade tune? That's the point. You take a skill line from subclass and then attach it to your existing class. Other classes can work with you. That's the point. Put YouTube in the chat. There's a video about it. What a damn bot. Our fucking bot. I haven't got the bot running. Let's try again. So, Thotin, there is a video on it. I've gone over this for about 8 hours worth in stream alone. Just on the first 2 streams. But basically, you get to keep one class skill line at least. And the other 2 you can do whatever you want with. So do the skills in the subclass cost double. It sounds like you already know the answer to that question. Yes, they do cost you double. But bear in mind, let's just say for argument's sake, you had a full skill line already unlocked. So you're talking 10 points for the 5 existing skills. You're talking then another 16 for the... No, that is 8. That's correct. It's 8 for the passives. So you're talking 18 skills already. Now, technically speaking, if you were to do the same thing with the subclass, that would be 36 skills. But it's not. If you've already spent the 18, you delete the line, you get 18 back. You spend the 18, you just need 18 more. So technically, you don't need 36 skills now for that line, you just need 18, which is quite easy to find. That's not including ultimates, obviously. Unless if you pop morph and stuff, you might not even need to. Don't want to have to make a Nightblade to use a skill. You don't need to. you've misunderstood the brief. You don't need to make a class of that style. You just need to take the skill line and level it up. And there is dust flying around fucking everywhere. Look at this shit. This is like a duck worth of fluff. What are you doing, cat? Get out from underneath my feet. Your thoughts? Thoughts is broad. You need to be very specific with your question so I can get to the rest of the chat. What's the best class to have for subclass mix? And I know it's a loaded question, but I have time. I don't. That's a loaded question. I'm glad you understood. Dude, anything you want. It's up to you. When there wasn't a best before, imagine how complex that question is now. There's a lot. You can do whatever you want. I found some very, very cool combinations, but they are based specifically on the build that was already there. So that is obviously a variable that you have to consider. Like, is it an already existing build that functions and have you altered it? Versus just pick classes and that's it. What do we got here? I don't need all of these, just a couple of them. I'll take the bear, obviously. And I'm going to remember which one this is. The bleed one. Yes. That's the one. Best class is the class you want 2 skill lines from, right? Look! It's a snow bear. Why don't we get skins for the bear? You are getting one! Look! It's a snow bear! I can't show you because I haven't unlocked it on this particular thing. It's in a box. I didn't do it. But, it's a snow bear. You're welcome. So that can go there. That is unnecessary. That won't be necessary either because I don't need to cast it. This will be. That I've taken away. I'm going to replace it with a pet. Cool. No. Polar bear, snow bear. I mean, it's a snow bear. What else do you want? Don't you mean polar bear? No. Different game. They don't call it polar bear here. They might get, copyright slammed from the North Pole. Arrow barrage and hail. Arrow barrage was the one I was using. That can also be snowy. Don't even... What is that? Didn't see that. World Eater. Fire! Excellent. And these I do not even have unlocked, so I'll probably just get them out of the box. Even Zion Ninjas. How you doing, HG Wells? Welcome to the stream. I blame that Nern has no polls. I mean, maybe it does. Cat, get out from underneath my feet. What are you doing? I gotta remember what was there. What the fuck was in the circle? First of all, that's the wrong skill. That needs to be here. Circle what? Oh, it was a heal, wasn't it? So I don't have a heal anymore. So I've got to figure that one out. And... Oh no, I do, because I'm a warden. I have kept the heal. Excellent. Polar wind. Job done. And I don't need that. Don't need that. Basically, I just swap one skill for now. See if it works. Of course it's going to work. If only you could turn it into a mammoth to match your mount. Well, you can have a mammoth pet. There's a tiny pocket mammoth. You can have that. These are done. Don't need any more skills there. I gotta remember what the fuck was on the build. Good job I have a website already set out for that, isn't it? Let's see. Close this. Open this. Website. Find. Quiver. Remember most of it. It was a long time ago I uploaded the build. I already have it set up on my main server, so I don't need to look at it. I was correct. That'll work. Why are they not purple? There are some link issues there. I'll fix that. They should be purple. So Red Mountain is in here. Overland sets. Monster sets. Dungeon sets. Trial sets. Fun as fuck. Fair. Pretty much. Mythic, obviously the One Ring.
I am king.
What the fuck?
The mountain.
You know I nearly didn't stream? Like, seriously nearly didn't stream? What the fuck was that? Happy Easter, buddy. Get an egg with this. I fucking will. A big egg. Thank you very much indeed. Beer and Cake in the chat slayed him and clearly wanted that Dragonborn. Fucking hell.
Dragonborn.
Wow. Top that. Chocolate is melting. That's how hot it is. Yeah, you want to move the egg. Where the fuck did I put the other one? Is that out the way? The room is so hot where the computers are that the Easter egg is melting on top of the desk. Slay Demon, you're a fucking legend, dude. Thank you very, very much. Massively appreciated. Beer and Cake in the chat. He just dropped $200 on the chat. What the hell indeed. Thank you very much. I will take it. Dude, like I said, I nearly didn't fucking stream. I was so bloody close. There's so much fucking pain. And my hand is still giving me shit now. It feels like it's getting electric shocks in it. It's like, fuck it, I have to turn up. And we're here. Good job I did. Fucking hell. Wow. That will sort a lot out, actually. Homemade hot chocolate. Yeah, basically, except it's sealed in foil. Mind you, hot chocolate does come in foil. They have the lid, don't they? You moved it. Subclass, and this is the coolest thing. ES. What the fuck did you just do, Turbo Jam? The best thing to Elder Scrolls 6? Technically speaking, every single Elder Scrolls has already had that option. Ravicus Maximus, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Here's a ninja button. Apex, welcome in. Formation Apex, how you doing? I need to put all this stuff on. I am on the PTS at the moment. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. It's just that there's a million different boxes to use, and I have to remember where everything is. Shoulder, sure, why not? I feel like, with my nerves being completely fucked from my neck and my back and everything, apart from it making you really fucking dizzy, tired, pain, all the rest of it, it actually feels like you're borderline got the flu, because it's just weak as shit. So, without the sniffles and everything, which is very strange. Potions, yes. You're watching me basically do what I do behind the scenes, which is slapping all the stuff on the character and then changing stuff. Because that is how you start your tests. You have a baseline. Your baseline happens to be the one that you already have produced, the one that is already working and functioning and established, and everybody already loves it. And then you put it together as it is and then test it. And then once you've tested it to make sure it's the same or close to what you had before, you then start changing stuff. Tips Link, thank you very much. Slayer just used that. He just nuked the Dragon Ball with $200. Can you fucking believe it? Fucking 200. Shady Milkman, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The shadiest
Show me the money.
Happy Easter. Thank you very much. Fucking hell, Rav. Rav just slapped Slayer Demon for $50. What the shit indeed. Beer and cake in the chat. I've been here for 17 minutes. All I've done is whinged about pain and made an orc wear a really awkward dress and stuck a skeleton in his inventory. And I made $250. Fucking legends. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Imagine that. Imagine if I hadn't have turned up. I wouldn't know that, but I would be gutted. It's because you gave you a massage. It's exactly what it was. I fucking needed it too. That really, really wrecked. I was sitting there while she was on stream with the chair like this, all the way back, trying to somehow hold my neck in a not gamer position so it would fix, and I couldn't do it. And now I've obviously assumed shrimp pose, which is the shrimp pose position, which was face typoed the other night and is never going away. That's what happens when you stream all the time. People remember what you said, and they will constantly remind you of it just to make you feel stupid again. Releasing the shrimp pose? Yeah, it was shrimp pose, and I misworded it as shimp pros. So that's there. One of the sports matches kind, you know, where don't really want to get, but sometimes you have to live through it. Yeah, it really fucking hurt. This side, if I push on it, it doesn't hurt at all. This side wrecks my entire face. It's fucked. Why am I doing this for? Cozy Astronaut, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's your fault with the shrimp pros. Okay, fucking say it now. Overland, I need the Red Mountain stuff. Jewelry, sure. Where the fuck is it? Dungeon? Ah, Overland. Overland, medium. So here's a tip, by the way. If you do loads and loads of vet stuff. Yes, this is a big tip. Glad I have your stream to do while watching... What? To watch while doing this scribe request. I was going mad. I already am mad. Thank you very much for joining. So, on live, I did this. If you run vet trials a lot, or not, or if you've got some of the sticker book and you can't get the whole set, but you've ended up with a bow for some fucked up reason of Reliquin, everybody knows that if you don't have it on both bars, you're very unlikely to maintain your stacks. With this particular build, you don't have 2 bars. So you can never swap bars. So you can never be on the wrong bar. So if you have the bow, you don't have to chase loads and loads of pieces of gear because it counts as 2. Imagine. That's also in the video. At least I think it's in the video. Overland medium. Red Mountain. Why that's still got double name, I don't know. Shadow Red Mountain.
Winning. I love winnings. Drinks all around.
That's 2 follows. From Duca and Sofa. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. You're both legends. Don't tell the fun please I said that. They'll want some attention too. We don't give attention to fun please. They're not allowed any. I'm not having that stupid, horrendous one. We're having the Jack, because the Jack looks mega. Why did I make him fat? Nothing wrong with fat orcs, but I wanted to make him biffer instead. I wanted to make him look odd. Now he just looks full. Cool shorts. What in the actual fuck cheese? Whoa. Wow. That is a very, 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 very dead Dragonborn. Thank you very fucking much. Oy, oy, oy. Woo! Mark JPVVA is now up to, get this, people, a whopping 940 gifted subs in total on the channel. The goal is at 570 of 1k now, and he just dropped 20 on the chat. Thank you very, very much indeed. Massively appreciated. If you received a gifted sub, say thank you to the gifter and refresh your stream. You do not have to watch adverts anymore. So tell us what I can call him ugly for no reason, right? Yeah, she gave her a shit for having an ugly orc. There are no ugly orcs. There are just really harsh opinions. So close to the 3 digits, right? Fucking hell. Thank you very much indeed. What a legend you are. Beer and cake in the chat, people. Rav has dropped 50. Slayer's dropped 200. And Mark JPVVA has just dropped 20 subs. You fucking mad. Wrong feet. Am I done? Am I fuck? I would use the jewelry. It'd be easier, wouldn't it? I want to keep the Reliquant chest, though, because otherwise he looks like a noob. We're going to have to fashion him on PTS. Woo! Shady Milkman! Dead, dead, dead. You see that Dragonborn? 4 even. Brain is dead. Yeah, it's been a long fucking day. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Mark JPVA, thank you for the gift of stars. But Shady Milkman just killed your new Dragonborn. What a legend. I think we just joined 5 seconds ago. Wagon. You know the rules. People to fight starts again from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream. I have to kill you instead. 580 subs of 1,000 now. Shady Milkman is up to 270. One more interaction from a different person, whether that be subs, bits, whatever. We'll start the hype train. That hype train has been tampered with because obviously it's got subs attached to it already. You'll definitely be in level 2 before you even start. How's your day? The day was good. I'm in a lot of pain today, a lot of it, and I struggled really hard to get onto the stream. But the day was actually pretty good. We did go into the city, got some stuff done, did some shopping, even though reluctantly. So we didn't really want to because we're fucking knackered. Yeah, I knew he would do that. You knew it. You baited him. Well done. Good. I like it when people bait stuff for money. But we did get to walk around the city quite a bit, which we haven't done for some time, and see some stuff and things. Tony got to see some new shops. We got some trinkets hiding in places in Norwich, rather than just the usual one. So, yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, stream-wise, I nearly didn't make it. I was like, I am in a lot of trouble right now. This is hurting. I nearly didn't come in. But I thought, people will be mad if I don't. So I did it anyway. Tomorrow, I won't be streaming, because tomorrow's a different day entirely. We're going out to see my brother and his missus, which we haven't done for a very, very long time. We officially haven't been out since September 25th. Last year. But tomorrow will be no stream. Because we need to just do something different for once. But yeah, generally speaking, the day was pretty good. Got to drive around a bit too. Got a haircut. Did you like the no hair? Should have been done last week. Got way too busy. Didn't happen. Before the Bethesda stream, I was like, I need to get a haircut. I need to get a haircut. I didn't have time. So to try and make it just look pretty instead. Which is really difficult to do. And then people in the chat like, you should get a fade. Look, I always have a fucking fade. Just didn't have a haircut that day. Did I answer all the questions? I think I did. 1 minute 30 to start the hype train if anyone is interested. If not, rip. Shit, I don't need anything from there. I could just put vigor on, actually. We all need a day off sometimes. We do need a day off sometimes. Unlucky for us in this particular job, that doesn't happen really very often. Why does he look like he's got one arm from behind? Look, it's a one-armed orc. What's he doing with the other one? He hasn't got an arm. It is actually gone. I can't turn the camera around him when he's walking, strangely enough. Look, his arm is there. It disappears. A one-armed fucking orc. What the fuck is going on with this orc? He hides his arm when he's running. For efficiency. Hype train o'clock, people. Coyote Astronaut has finished making humans yesterday night, and now he's dropping bits on the chat. We are up to, we have to be in level 2. First of all, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. 24,380 of 1 million. We're going for 1 million bits gold, by the way. Yes, someone's done it before. Hence, I don't work for my own company, just for someone else's. Fair enough. We're in hype train level 3. Fucking hell. 26% in. 4 minutes remaining. Every level you complete will increase the duration of the hype train. Starting again from 5 minutes at a time. 500 bits from the shadiest of the milkmen. Dude, are you shady enough to steal the arm from this orc? Look, he's got... I nearly did it then. You can see. He actually has only got one arm. I'm going to have to report that as a clipping issue. With Shadow of the Red Mountain and Slimecore Shoulder, with the Reliquin Bow, he actually loses his arm when he runs. Have you done much with the new trial? Not really. Still haven't cleared the last boss. You will. Boing, boing. The thing is, it's going to get adjusted multiple times over the next 4 or 5 weeks anyway. So get in there now, find out what bugs you can, report them, and then continue from there. They have made it so you can activate any of the hard modes, regardless of whether you've done the previous ones or not, for the purpose of testing. So we'll have to see. New boss seems like the hardest by a large margin. It's supposed to be, because at the moment it's being tested not just for balance and bugs, but also for difficulty scaling. So they can decide how they are going to adjust it along the way. They've already tested it internally, obviously, and will continue to do so, but they're seeing what happens when the community gets hold of it. So at the moment, it's a very different state to what it'll be when it gets out live. So do what you can for now, and obviously give feedback on it. If it's too difficult, or things are just not making sense, or things are broken, or whatever, definitely report it. Cannot confirm nor deny I knew it. I knew it. You made his arm disappear. 3 minutes left on the hype train. Let's fucking go. It is. You can see. It's got no fucking... That is entertaining for me. Don't ask me why. Right, champion points. Need to fix this dude up. I am going to put some fashion on him because he looks like shit. None of it matters. Gigantified bits thingy. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. 2,400 and... No. 24,940 bits so far of the 1 million bits goal. She has 2 arms. My fucking orc doesn't. Armless orc. That's a really strange bug. I mean, they should keep it because it's kind of funny. I guarantee if you run around Gratwood like that, if you ran around Gratwood like that, there would be people coming up to you. They would be chasing you down to whisper you to try and click on your name. Going, how'd you make your orc have 1 arm? Because they want it. So I don't think a lot of people realize how much amount of testing has to go into something like the upcoming subclasses. A metric fuck ton. Dude, I tested it alongside a very small group of people prior to PTS. And when I tested it, they were already in like their 3rd build of it, and that was an old one. Prior to that, they'd been testing it for a very long time while they were making it, and then you get to see like the 3rd or 4th version of it, and that's 4 or 5 weeks before the final one. So there's a lot that goes on. Possible YouTube build. It's already existing on YouTube, Turbo Jam. I think you're trying to be too smart. He's like, hey, if I keep watching, maybe I'll find out some secrets. I show you what I want you to see. I don't know, I feel like Invisible, Arc Beam, and missing animations for Radiant should have been caught internally. They probably were, but it's a different build, so things can have hiccups when they land. For example, the food buff. Thank you for the bits, massively appreciated, you're a legend. The food buff. I know it's easy to say, well, they should have caught that, but it's a different build. So one thing can be altered and then uploaded, and that can alter something else and break it. So, for example, when they have the heavy attack bonuses, or not bonuses, the heavy attack casting, you can queue up a skill and it will fire during a heavy attack. Some skills still fire, but the animation's gone. That's not necessarily they brought it in with a broken feature. It's that happened when they uploaded. The same with the food buff, like I was saying. The food buff is supposed to tell you 5,300 extra health and 4,900 extra magic or stamina if you use and buy stat food. And on the character sheet, it still says 0-0. That in the patch notes was fixed, but it came through broken. Shit happens. The good thing is on PTS, they update it every week with bugs and adjust for that. Bug fixing even to adjust for that. So if you don't report it, it won't get fixed. You have to let them know that, look, by the way, on your testing server, you know, the one that doesn't matter because it's not live, here's an issue. You have to let them know. There was also one in Infinite Archive where the subclassing conflicted with Adaptive Conqueror. So I had it happen on the stream the other night. Then I thought about it and realized what the problem probably is. Excuse me. Generally speaking, the Adaptive Conqueror alters the ulti cost and your damage done based on what ulti you're using. Obviously, the cost of it will alter. Now, the baseline ones for the weapon skill lines and the guild skill lines and all the rest of it don't need to change. So that already works. The class ones don't need to change. But they hadn't accounted for the class ones being on another class, and the buff conflicted with it. So it didn't reduce the cost. So you could use a really, really expensive ultimate on a DK or something, or DK skill line, on another class, and it wouldn't get reduced. So things like that just happen. It's how code is. It's one thing will conflict with another, and here we are. So they don't do that on purpose. They don't miss stuff on purpose, and they most definitely do see what problems are and don't deliberately upload them. But shit happens, and the good thing is if people spot it, they can then prioritize it and fix it sooner. The issue is when people complain about it online but don't send feedback. If you don't send feedback, they might not know. They don't have time to go over the forums and go, I wonder if anyone's found any buffs today or bugs today. Obviously, they see most of it, but they can't put that into the report file if it's not a priority. So always report. Choo-choo. Done. Hype train is over, people. Thank you very much indeed for those of you that took part. Much appreciated. Like Modern Skyrim and breaking it because it's skew-if. Yeah, that happens. 100 bits from Send again. Thank you very much indeed. You're a legend. Thanks for all the content. You are most welcome. I mean, a one-armed orc build. That's different. I'm still showing you what I want you to see. That's all it is. You thought you caught me, didn't you? I am going to need this, actually. I thunk about it for a moment. I thought, why am I not having that? I do need it. But yeah, they don't... I know it's really easy to do that. Well, they brought it through broken on purpose. No developer wants their game to be broken on purpose. And it is especially less impactful at the moment on PTS. It's the best time now to report it. Because if it lands on live, especially if it lands on console, they have to wait. PC, easy. They can upload it as and when they feel like it. Console, they've got to go through certification walls. So the sooner, the better. So again, if you do find anything, especially in the early stages of PTS, report it. Always report it. It may sound like a chore, and it may feel like it's public knowledge anyway, but that's the default to not getting it done. I have to put my own reports in all the time. In fact, when I did my feedback report for the internal testing, I put loads of stuff in there. One of them you may be pleasantly surprised about. In fact, a few. Some of them actually got through to PTS, including potential bugs that could come from the new stuff. So one of the issues that I was worried about was when they introduced the auto block for channeled abilities with the temper skill line, for the healing skill line. The issue would be, while you could cast a Jesus Beam and auto block once every 30 seconds then, but they changed it to 15, that would conflict with two mythic items. One would make you stand completely still just for casting it, and the other one would make you automatically reduce so much fucking damage from the initial impact if you timed it very, very correctly, or very, very carefully. So they altered that before it even went live. The PTS it is. Stuff like that are things that might be obvious to lots of people, but not necessarily reported to ZOS. So yeah, again, make a conscious effort. If you do find something that is either game-breaking or just broken in general, to report it. It's not there because they want it there, it's there because they didn't know. But glitches are meant to be in the game and meant to be exploited. I had to shake my head so hard. That came out of one of the minions. Yes. He decided to say that Grand Theft Auto glitches are there on purpose for you to exploit them. No, dude. No. They're not glitches, they're features. They are. He's like, what was he playing? I think he was playing Ark or something or other. And he shouts grapple glitch when he's doing it. Which is each of their own. But I was like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. I mean, it's meant to be it's in the game. It's meant to be there. Stop watching shit YouTube channels. It's not meant to be there. You're having fun with it and exploiting it and you might get in trouble for it. But it's not meant to be. That's kind of the point. Accused of meshing. Yeah, a little bit. Accused of. Were you doing it? Yeah. Well, you weren't accused then, were you? You were spotted. It's different. Am I done here? Yes, I am. Actual meshing. Is Shield Master negating extra cost of Abyssal Sea ulti with Adaptive Conqueror intended? Shield Master negating extra cost of Abyssal Sea ulti. What the fuck is it? My brain has stopped. Abyssal Sea ulti. Even Zion Ninjas. Wolfman, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But this is also not Bethesda. Technicalities. Bethesda is in charge of the whole company. This is the publisher. Other way around. They work together. They love each other very much. And I've got no arm on this org. It's been a long day. Turbo Jam. It's irrelevant. Glitches are not intended to be exploited. They're intended to be fixed. Shield. Oh, that makes more sense. Abyssal Shield. So, is Shield Master negating the extra cost of Abyssal Shield ulti with Adaptive Commentary intended? So, it is supposed to reduce the cost. It's not supposed to negate it, no. This is something I've already said, Conjured Samurai. It was a bug that I found recently. On the PTS, and hopefully not on live, Adaptive Conqueror is not increasing the cost of ultis on subclassed skills. It might be affecting some of the other stuff as well, but subclass specifically, it wasn't affecting the ultis from other class skill lines. So it could be a crossover bug where it affects them all, but that has definitely issued a conflict, if you like. have it live, so I'll ticket it. If you are not increasing the cost of that particular shield, or ult even, because you have Adaptive Conqueror, it's wrong. Understand, obviously, the champion point skill for reduction to damage shields does reduce the cost of damage shields, right? But if something is supposed to increase it, that will then increase it over top. So you might have it lower now, but it's still supposed to go up and up and up per stack. To the point where you can't actually use any ulti. It goes all the way up to 500. It goes really, really high. That was hard to explain. SSJ, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bear in mind, I'm in pain face at the moment, so functioning with my brain is fucking difficult. But yes, the short version, that's supposed to increase. It's got nothing to do with your champion points. Your champion points is regarding damage shield skills. It should not be negating the cost of that, or the cost increase of that particular skill line, no. Or particular vision. Not completely, anyway. You might be able to get the cost down to the point where it feels like that, but if you've got 2 or 3 stacks, you'll start seeing the difference. We need some fashion on this dude, because he looks like crap. Did I even get a fashion station? Probably not. You mean a clothing station or dye station? No, I mean fashion station. That's exactly what I mean. Look, this is broken too. Oh, it's working today. Costume and hat. He looks horrendous. Oh, he doesn't. We can keep him, can't we? I wonder if it's just the costume that's breaking. Maybe we can color it in. Equipment. Whoops, wrong one. You have to select outfit first, otherwise you don't get the list of things. Let's make him look absolutely horrendous. That'll do. And this. You look terrible, mate. I'm gonna make him go full Dremora. Double R Dremora. He's gonna look like he fell straight out of Morrowind. I have a question. Made a Malcolm tank and my running speed is so slow. My running speed is so slow. When I'm in 4-man dungeons, I can't keep up as a tank and my stamina just runs down. Any suggestions? Thanks. So, yes. You're not going to like this suggestion, but this is the problem. Your group are impatient fuckers. If your group are running ahead of the tank and not understanding that you're going to use stamina to sprint, you're going to run out by the time you get there, they are creating problems for you. Technically speaking, you're slower because you've got the block mitigation bonus, which you technically need. Because otherwise on the back bar, you're not going to have that benefit. But they are not considering the fact that they need you in the room first. So it's their fault, not yours. Are you slower than them? Yes. But it doesn't mean it's your fault that you're slower, necessarily. The problem is impatience. You're meant to get in first. You need to maintain your stamina bar. And you're going to be slower, because if someone's using all medium or all light or whatever, they're quicker when they sprint. Stands to reason that you'll be quicker. Slower even. Some people have no patience at all. Figured that as daily random. Thanks. You're welcome, dude. No worries. It happens. It puts a bad smell on daily randoms, really, with people like that. And let's face it, they're the people that don't even need to do them anyway. Or they don't need to get all the extra stuff. They just feel like they have to. And I mean, even if you do, you don't need to be running ahead of the tank. That's silly. This is all pretty much done. I don't need to do anything with this. Doesn't he look amazeballs? Most important thing on PTS is to make your character look like he's got amazing fashion. This is cool as fuck. Could do with a better helmet, but... I mean, not a better helmet, but a better colour on the helmet, maybe. I need that to be on the face. This needs to be... cool as fuck. Shiny bit. Make the hood dark as fuck as well. Not that dark. Doesn't go well with the rest of it. That'll do. Usually I sprint until the next enemies, then I wait for the tank to catch up. Fair enough. Fashion's endgame, 100%. You pull it, you tank it is my motto if someone does that. Not only yours, it's something I've been dictating on the stream for years. It is a real thing. If you run into the room first, it's your fucking problem. Boing! His arm still disappears even in this fashion, so it's got nothing to do with the fashion, confirmed. It is everything to do with this particular large orc with a bow. Apparently, while moving, he holds the bow in one hand and his other arm falls off. Good to know. There's his arm. His arm's gone. One-armed orc. Usually, I've read that one already. Fashion game is like WF here. I'm assuming that's Warframe, right? Every game is like it. MMO 101. Look cooler than the person beside you. That's all you need to know. I need to change settings. Controls. I have to do this for every single fucking character. I'll have this here because I don't use that one. Find that. And then this is the combat setting stuff. If you want any information on this, by the way, there is a video on it. So go to my YouTube channel and look for the beginner's guides, which is a series called How to Get Good. I don't want those on. And I show you exactly what all these do. And what you should have on and what you shouldn't, depending on how you feel about the game. Some people have all the stuff on, some people don't. I like to have it all. This should be numbers and percentage. It is. Perfect. The thing I now need is food and potions. Potionos. Scripts. You can get food? Where do we get a food? Consumables. Tester's lunchbox. Where are you? Didn't even get it out of the box. Rumi can do this with one arm. Look, Mama can do it with one arm. Pretty much. Just borrow it while she doesn't need it. Hello there. How you doing? Tester's lunchbox. Food. Champion points are already done. This is going to be really weird. But it's not going to be really weird. I've been playing with this kind of stuff for a long time, but still, it's going to be weird for you. Because this is normally where I would have the shulks, and I don't have the shulks. I also would help if I put the ring on, because I haven't done that yet. Ah, this will work. Fabulous. I'm on the wrong bar. Probably. Nope, we're good. Hey mate, can you explain how Zerblight changed on the PTS so far? The same as every other era of effect ability. It hits 6. That's pretty much it. And to cap it out, you needed like 5 anyway, so happy days. Most pulls are between 1 and 6 anyway, and anything over that, I mean, just stack them while things blow up, everything else will die anyway. And here's the thing to consider, I mean, if it's going to hit 6 targets and they'll go bang, 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 then once they're dead, the rest will start ticking over. They also made it so that people need their own unique stacks for a Zerblight, rather than everything really, really rapidly stacking, which doesn't actually make it a bad thing. Because if you've got multiple different stacks on individual targets, and these ones are now dead, these ones can start blowing up the ones that are next to the other ones. So instead of just 6, you can consider that one person can cover 6 and one person can cover the other 6. It's just done differently for the sake of balance and what's the word for it? Begins with C. Don't tell me. Oh, thank you very much. Consistency is the word I'm looking for. Let me start worth it, just asking. You don't sound like you're just asking. Rach with 10 gifted subs, thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate Bit and Cake in the chat. We've got a dead Dragonborn, people. Let's fucking go. Ooh. You know the rules, people to fight start the game from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you will take their place to stream. I have to kill you instead. Barbosa is on the throne and off the naughty step. Thank you very much indeed. Worth it? Worth is subjective. Is it worth it for you? Do you want to use it? If so, then yes. If not, then no. Up to you. But Prop Watch, basically, they've made it so that instead of it being horrendously, like, super stacked over the top and wicked fast, they've made it so that it's now more consistent with other rules for AoE skills, and they've made it so that the booms, although they're very, very fast, again, are triggered as fast as you can stack stuff rather than just bringing 1 dot per person. The thing is, though, one person can make it escalate really, really quick now rather than everyone wearing the same fucking set. Warden, thank you very much indeed for the sub. Massively appreciated. Bit and Cake in the chat. You're a legend. Don't forget, obviously, you've got a new sub, so... Oh, wait a minute. 3 months in advance. That's positive. Thank you very much. Refresh your stream. You don't get any adverts. Can't live without Oaken Soul. Personally, I'm very lazy. So I use the term lazy somewhat ironically. I don't actually mean people are lazy. It's just the name of the build. Because Easy Sork, that's a name for it, by the way. That's its coined name. That's the name that belongs to that particular design of the build and my particular product. Lazy Sork is the 1 bar version of the build. It's not for lazy people. Even though if you're lazy, you can play it. It's just a trendy word. A trendy name even. Although people have said, this is my Lazy Sork. No, it's not. The same as it's not your McDonald's. Your burger is not your McDonald's. McDonald's is McDonald's. You've got your own burger. What can you do? But anyway, it's designed to help people have an easier time in content with something that doesn't take too much brain power to use and too much complicated button pressing to use, so you've got more time to figure out mechanics. That's all. Out of curiosity, if I put Tomb Bearer's Inspiration on your bar, will it enhance the class abilities from other all class skills? Player testable. That one, I need to reread the skill perfectly fine. Otherwise, off the top of my head, I would say yes. But there could be a slight issue with that one. If it says all class abilities, technically yes. If it says only Arcanist abilities or only Herald of the Time abilities, then only those. Double check what it says. What class is looking best for base class for PvP? No such thing. Assuming you run 2 of the original class line. You can use whatever you want. There's so many combinations. It's a case of what you find best, personally. All of them? This isn't... Wow, correct. Any class, any... What is going on today?
Under the mountain.
Just a flyby. Have a great stream. Name has changed. I know who that is. That was bloody sneaky. We've got a dead Dragonborn. Thank you very much. Ah! Holy shit. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's Keeks. I could be wrong, but either way, thank you very fucking much. That was insane. People, we got another Dragonborn already. You're gonna have to kill it. It's you? I thought as much. Keeks is in the chat, people. Killed a Dragonborn. Thank you very much indeed. We've had several today. I think like 8 Dragonborns already. I don't know what's up with my login. I have no idea. That was mental. Thank you very, very much. Be warned, people. She's now 2nd on the donation leaderboard. She is actually almost half of what Bob and Weaven has done over the last 8 years. That is bonkers. Fucking hell, he's gonna sit there in his living room, not even watching the stream, and his ass nips. It's like, someone's close. They are. Tooltip says all class abilities, in which case, yes. Currently, I suppose it could change. As it stands on PTS, you'll have to check it out. But off the top of my head, on this particular thing I'm doing at the moment, that's a side quest. Can't live without OConsult. No, never mind. Read that one already. Where the fuck did I go to? Debating whether to Temper and DK, but I didn't know how DK nerfs feel. They're not nerfed. They're balancers. People will shout a lot on the internet, and it's very easy to get manipulated by bollocks, basically. What they've done is they've adjusted everything. I did a patch reading for this for about 5 hours. It's on my YouTube channel. Put YouTube in the chat. You can check it out. They've brought lots of things in line with other classes on purpose because they know that you're going to stack 2 of them. For example, extra status damage and chance for the Arcanist alongside status resource return and extra damage from flame and poison on the DK. They're 2 separate entities as it stands, so one or the other is a case of which one you want to choose, but they know full well with subclass and you can stack them. So they had to bring everything down to a safe level where they would be really, really useful on their own, but also capable of being useful combined, but not the only way you would play. Not the only solid choice because it would overpower everything else. So they had to adjust things for the purpose of that. At the same time, they've also adjusted stuff for the class to bring them more in line with what they might be missing. So resource management has been altered quite a lot. When it comes to Nightblaze, they changed that earlier in earlier patches with Legion Strikes. They made that stupidly fucking OP. And then this particular update, which isn't live yet, they've introduced the self-synergy version of Templar Spear. So you can throw Luminous Shards and get resources back for both resources, but you can take your own synergy. So it costs you Magicka to throw it, and then you get Magicka and Stamina back. So it's basically free resources. It's pretty mental. So they take some away to add some because they know you're going to stack them up. Again, if you're not going to stack them up, it's still not going to be a massive negative anyway. What the fuck is this? Have I got everything in the right order? They also altered this, because this was the highest crit chance one-piece bonus for a monster set outside of the Mythic, and now they've altered it so it's the same as the rest. They did it on purpose for the sake of consistency and balance. Standardization across the board, so it made more sense. I keep buying that, filling that ulti up, I don't need to. Have I got my skills? Yes. What am I missing? I'm missing glyphs. Where are you? Enchanting Station. I can confirm that it functions perfectly fine, Blind Illusions. I have used it on the Lazy Sork, but I wasn't using any class abilities, so I can't tell you what it did or didn't do to that. I can just say that it was really nice to have the extra buff and then the proc coming from it. Oh my face! Can't stick around, so I'm one-shotting myself and putting up the bits too. Talk soon. Hope everyone is doing well.
Drinks all around.
The individual. known as Keeks, that currently owns the 1 million bits ninja star, just killed herself with now the correct account with $150 worth of bits. What the fuck? The bits goal is now up to 40,140 of 1 million. We're going for 1 million bits again, and we are 40,000 in. That is insanity. Thank you very fucking much. Holy shit. Someone do the holy shit sound alert. That is mental. Thank you very, very much. I just found water. My arm has gone fucking numb because the pain muscle relaxations are wearing off. So we need to get painkiller soon. What's your current favorite subclass combo? That's broad because it depends on the build and how it's set up. Because if you just put things together, they're nice. But if you add the extra stuff on top, that makes a big difference. But I can say that the Almost Immortal Warrior so far with Necro and Warden was insane. By the way, it's DK Necro Warden. Shady but Milk Man with a bit. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
You hear that? Holy shit indeed. Pirate Valkyrie, how you doing? Turtle Swatter, welcome in. Oh, man. Oh, I need resources. I don't actually have the special stuff and things. Also need to stop leaning forwards too much. Ultimate Crafting Guide. Box even. Where is the stuff and things? Fuck. Rune Crafters. That's what I want. Yoink. Yes, we're on PTS, so all this stuff is free. I need this, and I need... Poison. No, it wasn't poison. It was this. What the fuck was it? T-Wen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It was. Oh, it's flame damage. No, it wasn't. It is, apparently. We're going to change that eventually. Where have you gone? Rakapa. I need that. And also this. The rest is all stamina, weapon, and spell damage. Easy peasy. That is actually incorrect. The grid is wrong. So, on the quiver build, it says max stamina on the Oakensole ring. That is obviously not possible. Don't do that. Put weapon and spell damage glyph. Eek. Error. DK Negro Warden sounds mental. Put YouTube in the chat. Reaper, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Put YouTube in the chat and watch one of the recent live streams where I labeled it as Almost Immortal Warrior testing. I did that internally first, then I demonstrated it on PTS once PTS went live, and you can see the results there. So far, that is absolutely fucking mental. Not to say that's exactly what's going to happen, because technically that would be a lie, because anything could change right now. But, so you can get an idea of what's to come, you might enjoy that, as that was absolutely mental. Three of these. I shouldn't need any stamina, because they should all be done, apart from one which is light, so I'm going to swap that out. Which is that one. Crit Surge, Legion, Strike, and Tempered Jab, and Player Order is the first on my list. They work. That's the thing. Anything like that, you can sit there and think, oh, I wonder if that will work. You don't need to wonder. It will function. They've done it on purpose so that you can do whatever the fuck you like. All the crazy shit that you could come up with, they're counting on it. They want you to do it. Even in the meeting afterwards, because I saw ESO Direct 2 days before it went live, so we could have a Q&A session afterwards. And there were questions in there, obviously, about how do you feel about players being stronger, because there's the potential for that. And Rich was like, fuck it. Good. They're not worried about that anymore. They're like, if you want to do some crazy shit, do some crazy shit. Obviously, if it's completely broken balance-wise in PvP, obviously they will adjust stuff for that. So obviously, if you see something that's completely over-the-top broken and there's no choice any other way apart from to do that, that's a different story entirely. But as far as PvE is concerned, unless it's actually exploiting and game-breaking itself, they don't care. If you want to make yourself ultra, ultra powerful and you have a way to do that, do it. They want to see what people come up with. Read that already. Have I got everything done now? Glyph, glyphs, loads of glyphs, Munderstone done correctly, all the stuff and things. Yes, we're good. Now we get to shoot shit. Is anyone on PTS? We got anyone on PTS at the moment who wants a duo and Infinite Archive for the sake of science? Excuse me. You will have all your stuff and things already on your account, so you'll have all the things unlocked, or at least you should do. I'm not going for a really long run. I'm just going to go shoot shit. It's impressive. Actually, I was worried about power creep. Power creep is a fake term in ESO, because generally speaking, power creep belongs to MMOs that are vertical progression or linear. They're designed, that term is used where there's a threshold here, like level 50, for example. And then they add expansion pack, and it's now level 60, so they need higher gear. So this stuff is easier for them. Then they get to level 70 in the next update, so this stuff is even easier. Then 80, and and that is power creep. ESO, everything's here. It's horizontal. There's no power creep. There is only skill creep. But obviously, over time, you will end up making some more awesome stuff to technically make you a bit stronger. But it's not the same as over-leveling the content. They're not worried about it. They understand that over time, skill alone will make people better or faster at the content. So if you have something to assist you to get there a little bit sooner, they're not too fast. At the end of the day, done is done. You can do it with or without really OP shit, as long as you're good at mechanics. And that's their design. They're not in a position where they're like, well, fuck that. Obviously, if you had something that would create, let's just say for argument's sake, the average in your group against the target you're up against, not a target dummy, is like 30k, and one person's doing 400, something's wrong. But if you're all sitting there on like 70, 80, and some dude's sitting on 120, they don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Good explanation, appreciate it. No worries, dude, you're welcome. But yeah, we were obviously worried about things being too easy or too difficult or just what could possibly happen. And they've already considered that as a development company as it is, or as a development team, to know where the bar really is. Another good thing about ESO is not always needing to upgrade gear and eventually get bloated numbers. Yeah, I mean, alone, your skill will make a difference. So that's something you have to consider above all. For example, the Easy Sork was designed to be incredibly easy. It's been out for now like 8 years almost. And the purpose of it was to make sure that people had something that was digestible, that could comfortably perform in all content. People even struggled then, just based on skill alone. So I gave them Lazy Sork, making things even easier, and people still get things wrong because they drop their heavy attacks, they forget their wall, all that kind of stuff. Once you see content the first time, you're likely to be blocking and walking around and not really doing much. Once you get really comfortable, you start aiming at things when you know where they spawn, you're comfortable with your rotations, and that alone, same content, same person, more skill, your damage or your healing or your tank and whatever will improve. Self-improvement alone can make a massive difference regardless of what you're using. You see it happen all the time. This is really mental having a Necro pet. I've got a mate. Look at this. Look at this little mate. He's incredible. Really unusual not having the Shulks though. And I keep trying to shoot him. It's pretty fucking cool. You can also get a little bit of aggro. Fly him, Steve. At least he's better than Bastion. Bastion's shit. Bastion's absolutely fucking terrible, actually. Look at this. So strange. Excuse me. It's weird not having Breach, though. Because I would normally have that from the Shulks. Still wrecks. No Breach and it just tears my new one. What's my pen saying at? 6k? Of course. Of course, of course. Why was it in 6k? It's not at the moment. Skills. Cost reduced. Crit strike at low health. Extra pen. Extra pen. While Grave Lord ability is active, your spell and physical pen are increased by 3271 default. Increases damage done with damage over time effects. Pretty good. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I don't really want any of this stuff. I'm not really too fussed about it. So just for having the pet active, I've got constant pen bonus, which as a fucking bow user, let's call it, that's mental. DCUO has that issue. Lots of games do. 99% of MMORPGs are linear as fuck. That's not to say they're bad, but that is their cut and paste design to be part of the genre. ESO is not like that. It's very difficult for people to understand that, though. As soon as you say this is different, it's not. Obviously not. It obviously is. Can you not? Pen bonus is incredible. I know it's only Arc 1, but you really don't have to try. I was hoping they would update Bosma race passives to be more desirable choice with this big update. They are desirable choice to the people that desire it. It's subjective, just like every other class. Race even. But any race can play anything anyway. In fact, this particular build, one of the options is to be Bosma. They have really good stam and recovery and pen bonuses. Depends on what you want. You can't make one that will deliberately be best for all. That's not what they want. They want you to make choices. They also want to make all choices valid, which they are. They've already done what they need to do with the racial passes for now anyway. The one MMO I enjoyed was the original Phantasy Star Universe online. Most people did. That's when there were very limited MMOs around. It was kind of, if you play this, you play... If you play this, you're there, and if you play that, you're there, and that's it. Now people shop around a bit. There's enough out there for everyone. How do you ever see Bosman players on PS5? There are, well, a metric fuck ton. They probably just don't tell you that. Not many people go around asking, what race are you? I mean, this could even be one. Just wouldn't know. Maybe I made him a bit taller and a bit chunkier. Could be. I've also made my orc really, really short and skinny once, and people thought it was a Bosman. There's a lot. Where are you from? Where are you from? When I quit WoW, the numbers were ridiculous. I left before the stat squish. Fair. Hardly ever never read that one already. Gotta go. Gravy, thank you for watching. Massively appreciate a bit of cake in the chat for anyone who wins or leaves. Honestly, that is one of the things I love about the current build of the game. Anything can be anything. That's not even current. That's existing throughout ever since the beginning. At the beginning. They've done it on purpose. That was the design for the game. People that understand the design for the game can fully explore that stuff. People that don't understand the design for the game try to pigeonhole themselves into one way. Perfectly fine if you want to do that, but understand that there are endless possibilities, so there's always something else to try. If you like that kind of thing. Some people don't like change. If you don't like change, however, you're playing the wrong type of game. MMOs are designed to change. They're designed to evolve. Builds? I think I got you anyway. I know what you meant. But this particular update that's coming, I don't know why I'm looting stuff for. This particular update that's coming, 20% increase, hello, is quite possibly one of the best changes that they've ever had since One Tamriel. I'm creating a Bosma. Do it! Make a tiny, tiny, tiny tank with loads of pen. And loads of stam recovery. Then when you're not blocking it, it just goes... BSS a couple of days ago, main tank. Using two-hander and it was just ridiculous. I got truly impressed. You think that's new? Look at Malcolm, he's got a two-hander on the back bar. Look at Malice, he's got a two-hander on the front bar. They're both tanks. Dude, there's all sorts going around. And believe it or not, some people try to put stuff together and they fail miserably. And other people understand the passives and bonuses that are available and make the exact same thing work properly by just adjusting minor things. For example, and I'll demonstrate that after this particular round, actually. There is a champion point slottable that most people miss. Why is it relevant? It's relevant because there are two different types of tanky weapons in the game. No, I said tanky weapons. That both come with exactly the same passive bonus. They might be called different, they might be under a different skill line, but they both do the same thing. They both give you a 20% block mitigation bonus. Alright? Now, if you have a two-hander, dual wield, Destro staff that isn't an ice staff, resto staff, you don't have that block mitigation bonus. You don't have it. It doesn't exist. However, if you're getting ahead of me, I'm not going to answer you. Look here. That is 20% block mitigation bonus. Okay? Not only does that stack with the tanky bonuses if you want to, that actually gives you it at base if you're using any other weapon. So you can effectively tank with any weapon in the game and get the same bonuses. The reason that is important is because there are multiple mechanics in the game that are designed to consider your calculated block mitigation and resistances and health when it comes to one-shots. Now, some one-shots are designed to just kill you outright. Others are designed to hit you so hard that if you don't have tanky block mitigation bonuses, you will die. This allows you to be able to compete against those enemies, if you like, with any weapon of your choice. The only thing you have to consider, obviously, is that the reduction to block cost and all that kind of stuff is needed to be considered when you are using something that isn't an ice staff or a sword and board. This allows you to still take the same amount of damage. So here comes the puzzle. Now that you can take the same amount of damage as any other active tank, how do you recover the resource cost at the same time? And that's what you have to do. You have to consider stuff like that. Anything is possible. You just need to figure out the way to make it happen. Literally any iteration is possible. Brilliant and pretty cool. Yep. What's your least played class spec and why? A lack of time or just not interested? That is a loaded question. You're asking me what my favorite one is or asking me what my worst one is. There isn't one of the two. I don't have a favorite or a least favorite. I play absolutely everything. Hopefully they'll start doing better with Zenimax on Ionized. I'm hoping for new weapon skill lines or crazy as it may sound a racial ability or racial ulti. That doesn't sound that crazy, actually. So, I have been looking forward to eventually armor ultimates. He's Kaizen if you get it. So, armor ultimates would be nice. Racial ultimates are not outside the realm of possibilities or even outside the imagination line, if you like, because they do have their own unique passives. Like immunity or resistant to burning or poison or disease or stuff like that. I mean, maybe you could have something that could actually intertwine with those particular bonuses. That would have to be something that is very well balanced, so it doesn't necessarily put one above the other, but it would be nice to introduce that to allow you to have more themed choices, I guess, for your race. Racial ulti sounds sweet. It's not a bad idea at all. Had a few ideas for racial ultis. Send them to Zos. More surprised there is no Undaunted ulti. Valid point. That should be something that fires and loads of synergies come out. And trial helmets and shoulders. We could be here all day. These are the... Right. Listen carefully, audience. Listen carefully. We can all sit here and go, well, I wish they would do this. How do you think you can make it happen? Bear in mind, this new update coming. I've been asking for most of the stuff in this update for years. It's finally happening. Not necessarily my fault, but just lucky that it's happening. How do you think you can get what you want? That's not a loaded question. It'd be cool to see an Undaunted ultimate. It would be. Raise his hand. You don't get to answer. You're in the same room. That's cheating. They're good ideas. They're not bad ones. But fucking ask for it. Well done. Oh, let's go. Thanks for all you do. Wicked, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much for that very generous donation. You're an absolute genius because you just slapped cakes. Thank you very much. Beer and cake in the chat, people. That was very, very nice of you. And that is going towards the mega goal. It's a massive goal, but it's going towards it anyway. Thank you very much. That's a much better answer than extortion. So, yeah, the simple answer is, if you want these things, while it's really fun to speculate and talk about them and have fun and all the rest of it, you have to send them a message. Do you want a new race would be pretty interesting? Yes, it would. You have to send it to them. We can all spitball for fucking days, but if you want stuff to happen, you need to send Zos a feedback message. I'll show you. Tony does this all the time. I'm going to show you this here. Put the wrong fucking skill on as well. Look. Help. Feedback and bugs. Now, you can do stuff in here. That's awesome. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can give them feedback stuff on stuff that already exists, or you can make your own ideas and type them in here in this type box. Donja Zero with 1,000 bits. Thank you very much indeed. Pushing the goal now to no, that's wrong. 41,440 of 1 million bits. You're a legend. Show off your Ninja Star. People, if you buy bits, you will unlock Ninja Stars, and you can use them forever, ever, ever, ever. This feedback section here, send them your ideas. If they don't get the feedback and they only hear it on live stream, they'll do exactly what I do and forget about it. I don't forget about it, but they might. You have got a lot of Ninja Stars. The help button, correct. Did this before. I moved it. You did. This is true, but other people have to answer it. Let Zos know. Correct. Example would be a Nord getting to learn a dragon shout since they could have Kind's Blessing or Wood Elf transformation into a plant base. By the way, I already submitted these for other few. Okay, good. They wouldn't allow you to have a dragon shout. Not because it isn't lore friendly, although technically, but because they want to make sure that everything is accessible to everyone. So if it was ever to be a dragon-born skill line or skill or ulti or whatever, they would make it so that it's accessible to everyone. You could go on a fucking journey, learn to shout in a dragon's face, and then everyone would be able to. That would be a separate skill line. But we do want that eventually. When it comes to the Nord stuff, it'd probably be something to do with cold or beer or something. I sent them a lot. They have to make it so it's something that isn't completely overpowered, but is also glamorous enough for you to choose that race. Not necessarily the only one to choose because it's OP, but to solidify its passives. So again, when you've got like poison resistance and fire resistance and immune to those types of things, perhaps you could bring one where it gives the fire immunity to the group. And then you stack it with someone else that's got a poison immunity to the group for a period of time. So if you stack them together, then they can both be protected against that type of damage. Shit like that. They'd have to make sure that it would be useful, but not overshadowing anything else. Massive Nord with the Mammoth Pet and Trample, Knockback, Mammoth Bowling. You do know the Mammoth now exists, right? Remember, I've been asking for this for years. If you've been watching the channel long enough, you know I've been screaming about this and asking for it. But look, they made it happen. Someone said data mining. It's not data mined. Look, it's on PTS. Watch me not data mine. Watch. It's not a jab. It's just true. I like the big bits goal. Make it feel like you're part of something bigger. You are. We're going for the 1,000,000 bits. We had it once. We did achieve it. We're now in 40k of it. Even ninjas. P on Grim, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I think I put the wrong fucking thing on. Did I just change my champion points by accidental button pressing? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Holy shit, a Mammoth Mount, wicked. Right? Go to my channel, look up Dev Tour or Developer Tour. There's not countless, there's about 12. But there's loads of videos there, and each one of them, at the end, in the Q&A section, I asked the devs, can I have a Mammoth Mount? I've been doing it for 7 fucking years. Finally got one. I don't know when it's landing. It didn't say that it was going to be part of the new update or part of the seasonal pass, but, I mean, most things that you see on PTS during the Crown Store for houses, pets, whatever, they come in at some point. That I can't wait for. Mighty Bash. Revicus Maximus, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Might as well be countless for me. That sounds like more fingers than I have. It is. That's true. Many. Whee! Boing. Anyway, we're testing this one-armed orc. As you can see, he's got one arm when he runs around with a bow. That is a new feature to the PTS. Don't fucking ask. I don't know what happens, but it does. It's nothing to do with the motif because I already tried it for science. Submitted waiting for a giant chicken mount for Jess's festival. Funny story. We'll save that for another day. Giant chicken would be amazing. I mean, that would be quite easy to do as well as far as rigs are concerned, because obviously the Mammoth needs a completely different rig, with it being not a pet that we've had before, or a mount that we've had before. Obviously they'll have to somehow alter what they already had, but it's not as easy as just taking it off an NPC and putting it on a player one. But the Guar could be used. You know the giant fucking thing? Giant moody T-Rex thing? Well, that could be the rig for the giant chicken. Easily. Peanut Butter Burrito, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have to ride some poultry. You have an awkward hobby. Oh my god, yes. They could make it happen. Here's another thing. I thought of orc being harmless was an oxymoron. Yeah, dude is busted. Look, when he runs around with his... let me put the bow away. When he runs around with the bow... Look, normally he's got 2 arms, as you can see. 2 arms, yay. Puts the bow out. He's got 2 arms, you can see. They're attached. Now, as soon as he moves, that arm goes away. It's gone. And it's not holding onto the bow. The bow's got... It's being attached with one hand. You can't turn the camera while you're doing it, but... See? Crazy. Don't know why, but it is what it is. That's the thing on PTS at the moment. The T-Rex thing. Tony was talking about this on stream the other day, and I said this is maybe quite funny, actually. And I know someone's going to come in here and say, well, I dig up dinosaurs for a living, and I know why this is a thing. No. We're just going to humor this, or entertain this particular theory. If you know enough about prehistoric animals, you'll know that the iguanodon was originally named iguanodon after the iguana, because the spike on its nose was resembling that of a popular or common lizard. But they realized they made a mistake. Yes, scientists got it wrong, and it didn't go on their nose, it actually went on their thumb. And it was 2 thumb spikes. So instead of being a horn, it was thumbs. They made a mistake and kept the name anyway. Do you think the T-Rex's arms are absolutely fucking useless because they put them in the wrong place? Maybe they're not arms. Maybe they go up here. It was the first Teletubby to ever exist. They got it wrong before, they can get it wrong again. They are horns? Exactly. You're not supposed to have any arms. It's supposed to swim. It's supposed to be in the water. Its feet are flippers, and its horns are little wiggly things on its head. They're wings, not arms. That would be even funnier. They could have got it wrong. Gun spikes, they could hold a console controller and play ESO. They fucking could, actually. They were designed to attack attackers in the throat and stab them in the back, in the side of their neck. T-Rex can't scratch his butt with his small arms. It can't. They're fucking useless. There's no need to them. But here's the thing. Scientists put together the skeletons, so they maybe got it wrong. Oh my god. Revicus Maximus. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate being cake in the chat. Look at the subs today, people. What the fuck is going on? Not only have we just broke 601 subs of the 1,000 goal, we're getting there. Not only have we just killed a Dragonborn again with a one-shot, but Revicus Maximus is now up to 4,050 gifted subs on the channel. Say thank you for the gifted subs. Ooh. You know the rules, people to fight, start the game from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place in stream. I have to kill you instead. Thank you very much. You are a fucking legend. They're so they can cover their eyes and stop seeing all the stupid in the world. Well, here's the thing as well, right? Maybe when they found the first T-Rex, there was a big one and a little one. And the little one was missing a body because it got eaten. And the big one was missing his arms because it got eaten by the thing that ate the baby. And there's baby arms on the floor and a giant T-Rex, and they went, stick that on there. And that's why. Maybe they had massive arms. But because of the way they were, maybe the bad guy dinosaurs beat up the T-Rex all the time and just ate their arms because they were the good bit. You know, like we eat chicken wings? Maybe there was a delicacy. Thank you for the bits. Massively appreciated. Maybe there's a delicacy with certain dinosaurs. Maybe the fucking bigger ones, the bigger boys, ate their arms. They didn't have any KFC back then, so T-Rex arms? Yeah, why not? They accidentally put a baby and a big one together and they came out with little tiny arms. It's a mistake. It's older scientists, what do they know? Like buffalo wings? Exactly. They don't say chickens are the coolest relatives of T-Rex. Maybe they were wings. Could you imagine buffalo T-Rex wings? Would be massive. Yeah, like the ribs of the Flintstones. And while I'm fucking around with this, it's not outside the realm of impossibility, is it? Or outside the realm of possibilities. It's something that could happen. They could have found a baby one with arms and no baby, and a giant one with no arms, and then gone, that goes there. Because they did it before with the Iguanodon. They stuck the horn on the nose, assuming naively that that's where the horn goes. They were wrong. The same as a Megalodon. They said that they were gone several million years ago, yet they found the one that was only, I think, 10,000 years old. Like, you got that very fucking wrong. Look at a coelacanth, for example. There's all sorts of different things that they fucked up on. Hello, hope you're having a great stream. Cobra, how you doing? Welcome in. So who knows? Maybe that's now the norm for us, but it's never been fixed. And now we've got Gua, which are like really awkward frog T-Rexes. I mean, look at what they would turn the bunny into. Bunnies would be insane. Bunnies are insane. I was mentioned this the other day, actually. A mate of mine used to have one that they kept in a cage, and it used to put its teeth on the edge of the cage, like around the bars, and shake the fucking thing. It was violent as hell. They had just a skeleton. Yeah, their skeletons are evil. T-Rex bingo wings. Dude, they'd be amazing. You'd buy them. Read that already. See, Shady found it funny. Dude, this is phenomenal. Having that pet adds so much to the passive pen bonus. I'll keep it wildness, not necessary. Make everything tiny. My guinea pig did that, broke his teeth off and died because of it. Well, that's not very good. Well, the rabbit did it, and then when they let it out, it was chasing my mate around in the garden, trying to bite his fucking ankles. Vicious, vicious little fuckers when they want to be. I mean, to be fair, here they're one of two things, which is two polar opposites to each other. In the UK, dumbass pets, yeah, they're not smart. You have two reasons for rabbits in the UK. One is a pet, because your kid apparently wants something called Flopsy. The other one is shoot it. That's all they do in the UK. They are either kept or shot. Complete opposite sides of the scale, really. Eat them? There's no meat on them. This is when you look in a field, you see cow, bunny. Shoot the bunny and eat it. Shoot the bunny and eat it. Once you've shot it, there's fuck all left. Poof. That's why they're called fluffy. It's like shooting a pillow and watching feathers fly out. Obviously it doesn't have feathers, but just fluff everywhere. Rabbit meat is great. Yes, but you need about 15 rabbits to get a burger out of it. There's nothing in it. Boing! Good on rabbit stew, free meat. It is free. But yeah, that's the two reasons we have them in the UK. One is to have it as a pet for whatever reason. The other one is to shoot it. It's mad. Not have a pet or leave it out in the wild. No, have a pet or kill it. Can you imagine that if humans did that? Should we keep it or kill it? There'd be less forums, wouldn't there? That was dark, and yet so true. Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, that. Depends on what you shoot it with. Well, you know most people that think they're hard need to shoot it with a shotgun. Which is a really stupid idea, because there's fuck all left. The rabbit quite literally gets fucked. There's no denying it. It's true. Could you imagine Reddit if that was a rule? I know this is dark, but imagine if that was a rule. We got 4 already, right? Imagine that. Reddit would be crickets. You log on. I wonder if anyone's going to argue with me today. Apparently not. Right, I need to get some painkillers because my fucking neck is kicking my ass. I will be back in 2 minutes and I'm going to try not to step on the cat. Give me cat. Cat is chasing my legs. Who farted? I did not go for one of those. I went for a ninja pee, actually. Not that it's any of your business. Now everybody knows. Haha, he did the pit. Everybody does. No wonder all the rabbits hop. They try to trick people into thinking that they have all lost their lucky foot. Chair stream, indeed. The warrior. Let's go. Necro Pet. Necro Pet, Warden Pet. Go.
So eager to die.
That hurts. That's a lot. Oh, fire orb. Oh my god. He's dead already. Get him. I feel the need to take my magnet out tonight. You should. This is technically a stamina-based Warden, which uses one bow and the Oaken Soul Ring. It's technically the Yogi build, which is a BOW Warden, but this is a 1 bar variant. And on the PTS with Subclassing, I have changed out the green balance skill line and replaced it with Gravelord. So I've now got an Skeletal Archer plus a load of extra bonuses, including crit chance at low health, fuck tons of pen, and loads of damage over time. Pretty banging. Buddha's in the chat. Give him a shout out real quick. Change spark plugs and wires. You say that like that's halfway through a conversation I already understand. Give me more information so I understand it. Buddha, have a shout out. If you're not following already, fuck off. Fuck off! People in the chat, did you see what just happened? If you've been here a lot and you're a regular, you know exactly why I just said fuck off. That wasn't to Buddha. That was to the game. I'll give you a hint. What the actual fuck? Bear in mind, this is a physical damage dealing bow build. Everything's physical. I have fire on the ground that enemies can walk into and die. I have 2 pets that everything can kill them with. I've got extra physical damage by 20% and focus fucking efforts. All in Arc 1. On the public test server. Where it doesn't matter. What the hell? I can't get that luck on live servers. I can't get it. It doesn't happen. I did it yesterday. I was on stream for fucking ages trying to get focused efforts on a tank to demonstrate how cool it is. Here? Banging straight away. Fucking pricks. Face palm? Yeah. Entire. The whole hand in the whole face. Not even just a forehead shot. The whole lot. This is going to be ridiculous because they've got poison attached to every shot. Rip. I don't even need to do anything. Watch him. Rip. One on you. One on you. One on you. Dodge roll the poison. One on you. Dead. Deleted? Slightly. I mean, I know that's how the build works anyway, but fucking hell. On PTS! Guild superiority, don't have any. Reflective ruin, waste of time on the first arc. Stamina renewal, sure. Zos knows. They always know. By the way, Yogi in the... Not Yogi. Quiver in the chat, by the way. This still functions perfectly fine on live. The only difference is I don't have the Necro passives and I don't have the Necro PET. I have Shulks instead. I'm looking for enemies to kill. They're all dead already? Oh, I missed one. Leave him. Dead. I've got focused efforts on the first arc there during lunch and I had to go back to work. Oh, that is fucking soul destroying. Oh, dude. What did you learn? Never go into an infinite archive if you haven't got plenty of time to play it. Oh, that's sad. Was it on a build that was supported with focused efforts, or was it with one that didn't really need it? That sounds alien to some people. Some builds don't need it. It's nice, but some builds don't need it. Some are designed to take advantage of it. Was it one of those? I'll keep a weaponry. That is a massive bonus. That is going to give me a 145% increase to my snipe and volley. Which is now... redonkulous. Easy Sork doesn't need it. It doesn't need it, that's true. But it's really nice if you have it, because the new Easy Sork, actually, no, you do want it. The more recent version, Mike, you do want it. Because you're using the set that guarantees status on lights and heavies. Shit. You're right, it doesn't need it, but it's nice. Class embodiment. I've already got class embodiment. Oh, no, I don't. I've got class and weapon embodiment. Oh, my God. Well, class embodiment and Archive weaponry. I can do words. And wait. Oh, that's where the bottle is. I didn't know that. I went and got it out of the tap. We have posh water today. The taps are fucking horrendous. It's ridiculous. Also, why hasn't Mike got a shout out? Did you get one earlier? The bot wasn't working earlier. I'm not picking up the loot. I don't want all the shiny stuff. Storm projection. This is a really, really good run. I'm solo. There's no tank in the room. I'm going to get decked. I've got all the cool buffs. I'm on PTS. What the shit? Look at this. 20% increase to basic everything I'm doing. Focused efforts. AoE bonus. So obviously that's going to help towards my volley. And of course to this, which is then more help. And then lightning stuff as well with more focused efforts damage coming from that. What the shit? Okay. So if I get a Marauder, I'm dead. But anything that I hit is fucked. from long range. They're all dead. I don't even need to touch them anymore. Meow. And the damage over time benefit from having the Gravelord skill line is ridiculous to poison-focused efforts. Poison status, even. Missed. Can't say it is, because I'm a girl. I can fill you up if you want me to. See, this is really awkward. It's a good job she led with that, because otherwise, when I respond with, yeah, I'll take it, that gets a bit awkward. Let me neck this first. Only on this stream. She's talking about new water that we have in the house in a big bottle. She's talking about topping up the glass. This is why I love you. Thank you very much, I think. Fucking hell. She does because I humiliate myself with jokes on stream. Confirmed, you heard it here first, I'll take it. Fuck's sake. Sure she is. Shut up, Mike. No, because you're funny. Oh, dear. Good job I'm used to this, isn't it? It'd be really awkward if this was my first stream ever. This way. Watch his Lich get wrecked. Oh, man. I'm not going to touch him anymore. He's done. So I'll dot this one, and this one, and this one, and then leave them. Did I get him? No, apparently not. Status crit. That was close. Fucking crashed for the 3rd time today. You gotta report that shit, dude. Your mum knows nothing. I mean, technically, probably true, because you can't get a word in. Mind you, mine's the same. Dad's worse. Don't even bother trying to have a conversation with my dad. You can have a conversation with him. By that, I mean he will talk to you. Your mum raps. She fucking does. Right. I next the horrendous tap water so I can replace it with the good stuff. That is what it meant in English. Your dad talks at you. This is true. Shit buffs. I'm going to get aggro, so there's no point in that buff. Unless the enemy stands completely still, in which case I can step back a bit. Food, potions. We're not going for a score because it's irrelevant. We're just testing out this particular slight variant to an already existing build, and I've got really cool buffs, which kind of sucks. I mean, for demonstration purposes, it's pretty good. But I wanted this on live. He aggroed my pet then. Absolutely brilliant. Get off the wire, you noob. Fucking cat. Keeps taking the wire with him. He just leans against it and goes, oh, I've got the wire. Oh, no. You know one of those fake fainting people that go, oh, I fell. The cat keeps doing that with the wire. Oh, I accidentally hung myself. Fuck's sake. Increases critical damage on magical-based stuff. That is going to help towards the burn-in status effect that comes from my glyph. Everything else is going to be patterns. It fucking does. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. He was laying on the wire the other day to the... Wait, okay, so I'm using the PlayStation controller on PC. And it's attached, because then I don't have to have any latency issues when it comes to Bluetooth, because obviously it gets interference. They always do. Not on the PlayStation, but on PC they do, because other people are noobs and they keep trying to connect to stuff. Anyway, I'm going to die. He was laying underneath the desk on the wire. Like, just full-on gaslight mode. Because he knows full well that if I'd have moved an inch, he's like, you tried to kill me. No, I fucking didn't. You're laying on the wire. You tried to hurt me in the neck. Can you get off the wire? I was here first. You were not there first. You are trying to cause a problem. He does it on purpose. Baity cat. This is Windy Bollocks, by the way. I thought I was going to die to Marauder. Apparently not. Maybe. There's also a Lightbringer in the room, which is not ideal. Rip. Get dead. I do not want to die to an imp. Why am I looting the Marauder? Oh, that was close. They suck. Ow. Where's my pet? Doing great, thanks. How was your day treating you so far? I'm in a lot of pain due to nerves being trapped that have got really, really bad. Outside of that, the day was pretty good. I nearly didn't stream because of fucking how bad it got. And then people chucked loads of money at me when I got here, so I'm staying. It's great. This cat in particular, he also tells you when he has done a poo and alerts you to the spiders and he needs protection for eating. He does. Here's a house thing that he goes in when he does his business. And then when he comes out, it goes... the door flaps. And he's just like, oh, someone's gonna get me. And he fucking runs like hell. Literally like he's had a NOS tank strapped to him and just all of a sudden turned on. We know your weakness. What, money? You do. That's everyone's weakness. Unless you've got loads of it already, in which case you just collect it. This way. I need to adjust my seating a bit. It is fucking hot in here. Both the computers running by my feet. In a very small room. It gets really hot. Like water, really. I mean, you can buy water with it. Which is very helpful. That's what we had to do. We had to buy fucking bottled stuff today. We had to go for a relatively cheap and high consistency option. Because if you want to drink out of the tap, it's basically like putting a straw in a swimming pool. If you like that sort of thing. Forgot I need to buy a computer. That, you forgot you need to buy one. I'm glad I reminded you. Put rig in the chat. That's a good one. You're welcome. I have to pre-buff slightly differently. Got a pet to use. This is very strange. But also really awesome. Don't stun me. I disagree. Tanya mum. Having the Necro Pet is so cool. The water makes me sick. Too posh for UK taps. Vienna water has me spoiled. Yeah, you get used to the UK taps, but these ones are a bit shit. It's a relatively recent location. We'll call it that. And you would think they'd have clean pipes. No, they don't. They're shit. Can't drink the sludge coming out of our faucet. Depends where you are. Some places it's really good, some places it's really shit. And depending on what you're brought up with, you kind of get used to it. But here it's a little bit, touch and go. So we had to change it. I mean, my last place was absolutely fucking horrendous, but I had it for so long, you kind of got used to it. And here is not much better. Location's good, but the quality of water is pants. And also another thing, when they make houses now, they don't consider that everyone might want to choose who they have the internet with, so they just all have the same fucking people. That's shit. Now, granted, ours is really, really good now, but it was going to be better. I had to shut down my old account with Virgin after years and years and years of being with them, and they still charged me for 3 months worth that I wasn't using after I'd cancelled it, because that is the rule. I had to pay double internet for 3 fucking months. Which is not ideal when you're trying to get over all the rest of the stuff that happens. And loads of fucking money. I'm telling you, Mum, I always get a kick out of your streams. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying them. Funny that. You watch TV to be entertained, and you're surprised that you find entertainment. That's where someone in the chat goes, I'm not entertained. Off you pop then. Watch something that is entertaining. Discount if you want your own servers. Yes, I'm a G-Portal partner. If you do have servers that require G-Portal or are done through G-Portal or want to, click that link. You don't have to do all complicated sign-up and shit. First server, first month, 10% off. Enjoy. Or new server, first month. Or existing one, first month. Whatever. You get a month. Have fun. Make a 5 one. They're even cheaper. 5M even. 5M and for GTA, if you have a 5M server from that particular link, not only do you get the 50% off for that particular server, which I think runs out soon, you get the extra 10% on top. Yeah, you basically get it for fuck all. Boing. Also, survival in the chat if you want to follow the new YouTube channel. I've got 2. The new one is very, very new, obviously, hence the word new. Can't even monetize it yet. So, need more views, more subs, all the rest of it. Tell your friends. That's where all the survival games will be. Including June, yes. And yes, I'm also fully aware that they changed the release date. And I've seen a few people whinge about it. Like, oh my god, they moved the release date. Good. Do you know why they removed it? Or moved it? It's not done. Wouldn't you prefer that to happen? Because God forbid anyone brings the game out earlier than intended. Cyberpunk. Because that would be bad. You and Tony should go on Limitless Win. If a developer is honest enough to say, look, we're not done yet, we're pushing it for a bit further, at least give them a thumbs up. Because as frustrating as it may be for you, because you really want it badly, I'm sure you really want it to work. But that's in June now, actually. It's July for ESO, isn't it? It's not, it's June. Roughly the same time as ESO content is released, which is tricky. So this is June the 2nd for PC, June 18th for console. Is it June or July? My brain has stopped now. And then June is out on the 10th, allegedly. So if you're on PC, you get like a week worth of ESO, then go play June for a bit. If you're on console, you get a week worth of June, then go play ESO for a bit. So ratio-wise, it's not too far off, but fuck, your wallet's going to be empty.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker, to you as well. How you doing? Waiting for about 6 months before I played it, and most of the bugs were fixed. Then I got the expansion as soon as it dropped, and things disappeared mid-fight, still hitting me. That was fun. Direct damage increase, yes, please. I've got all the good buffs. I've got all the good shit. What the hell? We're demonstrating a build today, people. Technically speaking, this is the one-armed orc. I'm joking. This is Quiver, but I've changed him. I've put the Necro Skeletal Archer on, because now I've got an extra mate. That not only does a phenomenal amount of damage, but it also allows you to have the passives from Gravelord skill line, which allows you to have extra crit chance when enemies are low health, extra pen bonuses just for having the pet there, and extra increase to your damage over time abilities. Bear in mind, this particular bonus here has been altered. Increases your critical strike chance against enemies under 33% by 20%. Before, it was per skill, it was 8%, so obviously you could stack that up quite high if you had a full bar. But now you're not forced to have a full bar full of skills to take the most out of it. It's just one full stop. So while the overall maximum is reduced, you've now got more options to put other things on your bar rather than holding on to that passive very, very muchly. So it's just a flat 20%. So I've got execute power now that I never had before. Balance. Yes, correct. So everyone can take advantage of the passive and nobody has to front load it with nothing but Gravelord skills. It's pretty good. Anyway, next. You hate change, make it stop. It's easy. Log off. You're welcome. That was a very, very difficult thing to do, but at least you know how it works now. Chicken attack. Thank you very much for the chicken attack. You tried a heavy attack. That's never getting old. Still one of the funniest things on the fucking internet. Well, that and pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Absolute genius. No, no, he's stupid. Is he though? Because billions of people have seen it. Or millions of people have seen it. I'm pretty sure if you did the floss and billions of people saw it, you'd be happy. That's where you got to understand the difference. Who's stupid? The person that made it or the people that watch it? And share it, because they do. Like, have you seen this fucking stupid? Winning! If change didn't happen, it'd still be a monocell organism floating in the sea. I mean, you might be. I will stop what I'm doing and watch Pineapple Pen. You should. That's exactly what you should do. Thank you for the fart, Buddha. Much appreciated. Buddha didn't continue on the conversation I asked him to continue on earlier, so I don't know what the fuck happened to that story. Maybe we'll find out in part 2. I didn't try and sit up straight. This is kicking my ass. I have a really fucked up nerve trap here. I'm gonna sit up straight, honest. You know how difficult this is to do when you're used to shrimp pose? Everybody does that. They assume gamer position, which is this. Instead of a 5-minute job, about 2 hours. Okay, brilliant. I didn't know the job was happening in the first place. That's where we have to go back to the prequel. So we got to the end of the story, Buddha. Give us the beginning part, the beninging. Then I can make more sense of it. I'm assuming you had car trouble, which is never fucking fun. Especially not when they go, haha, it's at the end of the 3 digits, nearly 4. Oh, fuck you. What for? Lights blinking. He'll be fucking blinking in a minute. What an idiot. That's where you put him in front of your car and just flash the light slots. It's mad now. If anything breaks, they go, yeah, nearly $1,000. Like, why? Because it is. It's going rate. It's not the going rate, it's gone. It's the gone rate. All your money's left your bank. 5-minute job taking 2 hours. That means they charge you lots, doesn't it? Instead of someone going, yeah, fixed it, and you just leave, you left with with a half-empty wallet without the privilege of sweat and shame. Truck was idle rough, so I had to get an oil change and change the spark plugs. It took 2 hours? I think they might have planned that. 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 donuts, and 3 coffees. And that was just Buddha. We had donuts today, actually. Stop doing the thing, will you? It's going to turn me into the cutsy thing. Where the fuck is it? There you are. Rip. The orb's going to kill him. You did it yourself with some help? Ah, that's different. With some help. Oh. So the coffee and the donuts was correct. And the money gone is correct also, because they asked you for money. Did they ask you for money, Buddha? Crit chance for martial attacks. Let's go. 2 hours for yourself is good. 2 hours for a garage is not. Yeah, we're going to be another hour. Fucking ka-ching! Hatchet, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bro did a vet trial last night and the other healer had a what? A complete fit? I think you got Samsung'd. Because I was a heavy armored healer. Only thing that I had to say, the only time I died is when we wiped, and the rest of her raised her about 6 times throughout the night. I got shit gear. Oh, dude. Imagine someone complaining about how you're built while you work perfectly fine. In fact, even better. That's when you know that someone's agenda is completely fucking skewed. The only thing they're worried about is the sound of their own voice. Yo, you're not allowed to use that. Why not? Because it's, you're dead. I just raised you again. Now tell me again why I shouldn't be using it. Because, yeah, you don't know why. You don't know why. Oh, man. Let me guess. They were standing in stupid all the time? Maybe they were standing in stupid ironically. Just to fucking sabotage. No, so understanding is if my dad and I help each other, we have to pay for the food. Fair enough. Boing. Also, Hatchet, welcome to the stream. I'm on PTS today, messing around with an existing build with a different skill, actually. Just one minor change. I got Route Cage on the body, Bogdan Monster, and SPC rings and weapons, and it's only purple. Nice. So you're not even using the Bastion set yet. Dude, wait until you get it. You're going to fucking love it. Absolutely love it. So you're taking advantage of the passives that come with the build, but you haven't got the set that belongs to it. Once you get that, fucking game changer. You're going to love it. That is a very... there's lots of things that are overlooked, but I say that very broadly because it's probably not overlooked. It's overlooked on YouTube, but the thousands and thousands and millions of players that play the game, you'd never know what they do because they don't share that content because it's not content, it's just them playing a game. So, who knows? But once you get it, you're going to love it. Go into normal, by the way. You don't need to go into vet to get that stuff. If you go in for the Bastion set, you'll get it really fast, actually, because it's body pieces you need. Unless you're changing the jewelry out. Doesn't really matter where you put it, because it's heavy armor setup anyway. But, you'll get it quite quickly. Just go on normal. There's no perfected version. Can't find them all going. Make one. Oh shit. Dotted to fuck. Make one, dude. Use the LFG if you like, the group finder. Someone will turn up. Everyone's too scared to try, that's the problem. If you make a group, someone will join. And normal is less stress. I know people will pretend they know it all, and the ones that pretend they know it all will die. But you'll get your stuff. Even if you don't go to the last boss, you'll still get what you need, because you only need body pieces, and the last boss doesn't drop body pieces. So, piece of piss. Can't find body 100%. Go to, thank you for the fart. Go to my YouTube channel, look up the beginner series called How to Get Good, and there's a video there that says excuses, excuses. A little bit of a dig, but it's to help people. There's lots of people that don't understand how the tool works, or that it exists, because it's not necessarily advertised that well. That's not a dig either, that's basically just a fact of life. Most people don't read patch notes because they haven't got the time, they want to just get in their game. Perfectly normal to do so. So if they didn't read the patch notes, they don't know it's there. That particular video, the one with excuses on it, tells you about the group finder, how to use it, and hopefully will encourage more people to get involved with it, because 9 times out of 10, most people look for an existing group rather than make one. So if everyone's looking for one, who's making it? Oh, there's never any groups. Make one. It will fill really quick. Archival Wellness. Do not need that. Watch me get it anyway. Nope, we got Magical Madness. It's gonna be dead. Boing.
I hold your name and bind it here.
Hold your name and bind it here. Okay, weird. Fight the pet, not me. I'm not going around in circles to be a knob. I'm doing it to avoid the icicles on the ground, while trying to maintain some form of, well, pattern towards keeping it close to the AoEs. Magical Madness, enjoy. You're dead. Oi, oi, oi. I'm not going to put volley down because he's going to fucking move. Bastard, told you. Magical Madness didn't land on him, which is unfortunate. Magical Madness fired twice. It should fire a lot more than that. What the fuck? Easy peasy. But what I did to... I'll 100% next. I get on it. Excellent. Dude, you just need a little bit of patience with that. People will fill it up, and you'll get what you want. The beehive function in ESO. Nice. Weapon spell damage glyph, or... I don't have any magic damage. I'm not going to need that. I'll take that. Grapevines and shit. I can make my own farm. You can. Oh, I'm due a marauder already. Watch me die. Uh-oh, that was messy. Whee! Get the fuck out. Yeah, there's all sorts. Had about 30 million more hours of furnishing in my... In your what? My future? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of recipes already. And they keep adding more and more and more. Every update they add more. Big business in ESO. Whee! Nope. Nearly killed me. They're dead. Yes, I know they still had health bars, but they're dotted. They're gonna die. I don't even have all of them collected. Only about half, maybe close to 2/3. Yeah, that's the... You know what? That's... I'm gonna put that out there, actually. Now, every mechanic in the game has a visual, a subtitle, or a sound, or all of the above. So the base game is designed to teach you how things work, and your skill level will obviously grow over time because you'll get used to that and start getting more experience with it. Obviously, add-ons exist as quality of life. They're made by players. What they are is what they are. You use them or you don't use them. Some people need them, which means they can't play the game that well, but if it helps them, sure, and other people do not. You don't actually need them to play the game. It's just very, very helpful for some people. There are some things that will be game-changing to the game when they land on console. That being one of them. There is a feature in one of the add-ons that allows you to see every single recipe that you have or have not unlocked. Like a checklist. That for motif farming and for furniture farming already is banging for PC. That is going to be nuts for console. That is going to be very, very fucking helpful. Yes, there's loads of others. We could go there all day about all the different things that will help. But that one is going to be a massive quality of life bonus. It's going to be big, massive. It is. All the other stuff, yeah, we know that exists. But things like that, that's going to be pretty cool. You just want a mini-map? I'm not mad at that, actually. Same here. I'll have it. I don't need it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it being a thing. The only reason I don't need it is because I got used to not having it for 11 years. But, my God. That's one of the popular demands for people over the last few years. And now you'll be able to. Console, it's been difficult. It's not been difficult. We've played the game as it's presented. If you didn't know the other stuff existed, then you wouldn't know any different anyway. But having it added would be nice. Until they bring Inventory Manager into the game, to be fair, they already improved the craft and shouldn't be too far off, pretty much. I want a minimap and we'll grin ear to ear for weeks. That means people who are trying to get Cradle of Shit done will have less of a rough time, I guess. I mean, you do get used to it. You use the tools that you've got, but that will make a difference for people. That round is stupidly fast, by the way. No, you don't. Big heal. Thank you. What was he killing? I'm not looting that. I'm on PTS. I don't need to loot anything. What a noob. Oh, man. Adaptive Defender, sure. I mean, more stamina recovery is nice. Not that I need it. Martial damage over time effects are increased. That's a useless buff. Because most damage over time is a long duration, so you don't really need it. Everything's dead anyway. And the short duration one, 6% on 4 seconds is fuck all squared. There's no point. Feeling any better, by the way? No, today was quite painful. I've taken painkillers about half an hour ago, so they're starting to kick in. So the edge is off a little bit while I'm on stream, but it's going to kick my ass afterwards. Read that already. Got there. Excellent. The things for furnishing and stuff like that. I mean, you're playing blind at the moment on console, and as a quality of life update, it would be great if they introduced that as a base game feature, but if they're allowing us to have add-ons, they really don't need to bother with it anymore. Which, again, is not necessarily a bad thing, as long as it lands correctly. This guy's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. Oi, that hurt. Oh, hello, that works. What if I just kite the fuck out of him? If he doesn't hit me, I'll live. That's how it works. If you don't get hit, you survive. Need to make him do his thing again. 3, 2, 1, dodge. He still hit me. Motherfucker, I dodged. That's what I'm waiting for. And that. Do the thing. Do the roar. Beautiful. I killed everything else by accident. Fuck me. Oh, he fucking one-shot me with a light attack. I'd had him. Look at this. Every quick shot hit me for 2k from the little tiny bastards, and he hit me for 22. Bear in mind, on live, that is still an issue. He hits you for like 7k, 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 depending on your resistances and shit. And he just whacked me for 22k. It's really inconsistent. I've took three light attacks in a row before, and they've just been like 7, 7, 20, or 12, 12, 30, or 30 and then 12, 12 afterwards. They're really weird how they scale up. I don't know if he's supposed to escalate, but he seems to. Anyway, fuck him. It was about half an hour farming excavation stuff at my back, couldn't take it. Leveling it really. What did I get to? The recipes, that's where I was. If you look in Shadow Door's library at the moment, you can see what motifs you've got and what you don't have. But having a nice scrolling list to just say, look, you've got this next and you've got this next, and make it nice and quick. Again, that will be very, very helpful. It is nice if they introduce stuff like that to the base game, but if they don't need to spend too much time developing that particular tool because it already exists, that does actually give them more time to try other things. And it also relieves some of their responsibility for that particular section of the game as well, because it's not up to them at that point in time. They can focus on the good stuff because someone else has made a tool for it, and it's just up to the authors to keep it running. Naz, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Could that 20k hit be a crit? No, they don't crit. Enemies can't crit you. I wouldn't be mad at that, actually. Overall, as a base game difficulty increase, not to say that it needs to be difficulty increased or anything, but just to add that bit of spice to it, and to have a valid use for impen outside of PvP. Allowing the enemies to crit and them all having their different crit values would be actually not too bad. I wouldn't mind that. You can imagine those really, really obscure moments where you're like, oh, look at us, we've got the no-death speedrun hard mode done, and then Rakat hits you with a crit, and you die. And then you could record the one time this freak accident happened. It would be quite cool. I wouldn't be mad at it. Level the playing field a little bit when it comes to people always doing exactly the same thing every single time with no change. Imagine that. Like, your tank is tanky as fuck and nothing ever hurts him, and oh, we got hit with a crit. Quick, recover. Curveball thrown unnecessarily. But yeah, non-player enemies cannot crit. But it's weird that he escalates his light attacks. There's no mechanic for it to trigger or anything. It's just, I think his hits are just inconsistent. They have been for a while. Same with fucking McForearms as well. While he does hit incredibly bloody hard, sometimes it's just off the scale. What the fuck was that? And if that's the intention, fair enough, whatever. But if it's not, it's busted. Something down to if a multi-class is too broken. I mean, it's not too broken. Anything that needs to be changed, we've got 5 weeks worth of PTS to alter that for now. But as it stands, it's just fucking great. There's gonna be things that they've obviously overlooked, and that's why we've got the opportunity to test it. But generally speaking, they've done a pretty good job of balancing skill lines to make sure they're not too OP when in combination with some of the others. Give or take a couple of things. It's a bloody good start. Even versus the internal testing I did prior to this, the minor changes that they've added on top of it, it just fits really well. Like this now, I'm using a Warden with a Necro's pet and skill line. It doesn't feel wrong. Different? Yes. Wrong? Nope, not at all. He doesn't feel massively overpowered in comparison to the Shulks that I was using. I don't have the Breach anymore, but I do have a penetration bonus and a crit bonus, so it kind of meets in the middle somewhere. Pretty fun. Just allows you to fully customize the overall theme of your character, both visual and feel. Here we go. This dude hurts. He's got a damage shield around him though, so it's fine. I fucking went to dodge roll, nothing happened. That's a block. Hate the concept of first, your sound to me is good. It's really fucking fun, dude. Watch my previous YouTube video. There's one which is a live stream where I'm testing the Almost Immortal Warrior. The build has been successful for nearly 9 years now. Make it stop, please. My god, there is fur rugs. Now rethinking about 3 homes. Oh dear, furnishing has got her. On that particular live stream, I was testing the Almost Immortal Warrior. It's been out for like 9 years now. It's one of the most successful builds on the entire channel, if not the world, as far as builds are concerned, over time. And the most recent update for it was the 5 different variations, but I used the Infinite Archive version. And I went on to PTS and I showed you what I did with an internal test, where I strapped on the Winter's Embrace skill line and the Gravelord, no, not Gravelord, Bone Tyrant skill line, and altered some of the skills to function relatively similar, but to get a little bit more crazy out of it. Dude, you'll be so pleasantly surprised. After you get used to where the buttons are and what the buttons do, it just feels like a natural character that you've created, rather than, oh, I've definitely got 3 different skill lines matched together and now it feels weird. It doesn't feel weird. To be honest, kind of hoping you save the cleric update for later on so I can see what you come up with in comparison. All the updates are saved for later. This is not what's going to happen to this build. This is me just demonstrating what can happen if you change one thing. The Almost Immortal Warrior, again, that's just a demonstration from testing things out. That's not necessarily what's going to happen. What's going to happen, you'll find out when PTS is finished. So once the patch is live, that's when I release my content. Listen carefully. If I release any content before the PTS is over, it's because I've already got the go-ahead from Zos saying we're not adding any more combat changes. Usually that's about a week before the end, but it's not guaranteed because anything could change on release day. So if I'm not sure, I'll wait till release. If I know it can be, I'll get it about a week beforehand. But people won't be able to build them yet anyway because subclassing has to land on the day. Welcome to the dark side, where all the pretty things are. But there's going to be stuff that will be updated. There's going to be stuff that will be changed. And also, bear in mind, while that is a cool thing to get involved in, nothing at the moment will negatively impact anything that is on the channel already. So even the cleric, based on what they've done with week 1, in its current state, if anything, by default gets better in the next update, just by the way they've changed the passives. So it's pretty cool. Even the Luminous Shard that you can throw, you can now take your own synergy. Pretty good. There's some cool stuff coming. The builds on the channel are designed to take advantage of the way the game is designed. So, choice-driven, but also I design within deliberate constraints based on the way that the audience is going to receive it, the way they're going to use it, and the fact that you'll have to use it whether you're solo, in a duo, a small group, or a large group. I consider all the different factors when designing stuff. Obviously, I can make you a complete glass cannon that will nuke the target dummy, but that's fake. That's not going to help you. I make stuff that is designed for content. And anything on the channel that is made like that, generally speaking, normally goes patch to patch without being massively affected. And anything that is affected, I obviously just update it anyway. Bob and Weaven, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Mr. Bobicus Maximus is in the chat. Read that already. What shit, that was close. Boney McFuckboy nearly got me. Stay in there, you'll like it. Bob, I've got the quiver build with a fucking Necro Archer. It gave me a fuck ton more pen, 20% extra crit chance at low health, and some damage. It's madness. I'll keep weaponry. Yes, please. This means I've now got 145% increased damage to that bow. Well, bow skills. Cat, get off the wire. Thank you. That was close. I have a bear and a skeleton. Ow. Please fire. Die, please. Die quicker. Ooh, Daedra for the back. Other dudes are going to run at me. Cat, you're distracting. Get out from underneath my feet. Why do they have to go near computers all the time? What is it with cats and heated objects that are likely to zap them? Short spoiler, by the way, people. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I am leaving the house. 5 seconds to put the bin out. Joking. We've got stuff to do in the daytime, so we will not be available for streams. We won't be back in time. T-Dub Cobra, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. He's on chat. Do you want me to press the ninja button? Watch this. Ready? Nice. Yeah, we have not had the opportunity to do the whole letting your hair down even remotely for 5 minutes, to be fair, if you exclude Christmas, since the 25th of September last year. We have been working non-fucking stop. So, my brother and his missus have said, look, you're coming for beers. So, that's happening. Fucking need it. I'm just gonna have to try not to take any painkillers in the morning because I'm still dealing with this shit. Maybe if I drink enough, I won't feel it. And they'll give me a nice comfy bed. In the hospital. No, we're not planning for that. But no, tomorrow is an actual Skive day. For the first time ever. I nearly didn't stream today because it's fucking pain I'm on. I mean, even. But I did turn up. It was fucking worth it as well. Not only did everyone get their stream, people chucked loads of stuff in the chat earlier. Did you see the subs and the bits and the money? It was fucking insane. So the short version, I'm going out for a fucking beer. We haven't done for a very, very long time. Do that. Weren't you ill over Christmas? I was ill over Christmas. I was ill on my birthday. I couldn't drink on my birthday after Christmas because I was fucking ill. And then Tony caught it as well, and she did the same thing. Both of us were just sitting there feeling fucking sorry for ourselves. Work all fucking year, go through horrendous fucking things money-wise, and then, hey, we've got beer in the fridge. Yeah, we can't drink it. It was crazy. It doesn't count anyway? Yeah, pretty much. Actually going to have to alter your support message. Yeah, probably. Shit buffs. I got focused efforts on the PTS, can you believe it? Been playing Warden a little lately with chilled, throwing a knife for all the status effect damage. Dude, you wait until the subclassing kicks in. You're gonna have fun with that already, and then you're gonna be like, what about if I do this? Dude, it's great. Did you see the Almost Immortal Warrior the other day, Bob? With Winter's Embrace and Bone Tyrant combined? It was disgusting. That motherfucker would not die. And it worked so well. It flowed really, really smoothly. Whee! Yes, I'm putting this on every single target because now each of them are affected with status. RIP! I hate imps. Imps are horrible. They'll one-shot you. If you have a tank in the room, tank needs to prioritize imps yesterday. Missed the other day, Adulton and Sucks. Dude, on YouTube, check it out. It's really easy to find. It's just got Almost Immortal Warrior testing on it. Do you mind? Oi, yay, yuck. Get off. Cleanse, please. Oh, I love the fucking cleanse. That's really helpful when you get shot by these bastard faces. Where's my poor pet? Am I Archer die? Oh, he's there. The timer keeps disappearing when I cleanse, it disappears. Weird. I should pay attention. I think there's an Infusser in the room enraging the shit out of them. There is. That's probably why. Pick him off. It's a Sun Eater. Infusser died. This thing is nimble as fuck, I'm telling you, man. Meow. Interestingly, I've taken time to level every skill in every class for a max of level 8 tunes. Subclassing will be a snap for me, sounds like. It will be, but the fact that you've leveled them all up won't make a difference. That would just mean that you have subclassing available. Subclassing is a separate category. So if you've got an Arcanist, you've now got 6 other classes to level up if you want to on that character. However, if you do level the subclassing versions, which is the same, but they transfer. So those do go across your account. So again, Sorcerer, maybe you level Arcanist subclassing and DK subclassing. That's now available on your whole account. The actual base class, that's its individual leveling process. It's fucking good though. So it will take you a little longer to level them as well. The XP is a bit reduced, but not by much. It's a pretty good system. So yeah, my main DK, for example, if I put Arcanist skill line on it and level it up, my Sorcerer now has it, my Templar now has it, they all have it. So you only have to go through the process per skill line in the subclass menu once. They are starting to hit me really hard. And froggies will one-shot you. Gotta watch those. I may want to heavy a bit. Why do I dodge roll when I've healed? I can maintain full health for a second while I'm dodging all the rest of the stuff. There's no point me standing still and just heal, heal, heal. Take a heal, dodge roll, avoid all the damage, and then continue. Much, much more efficient. That fucking brewmaster needs to die. Whoa, good night. Hold it. Flame aura, yes please. Special buff, also yes please. Alongside Archival Wellness, rip. Ooh, Valerial. I'm going to avoid the ads. I'm going to ignore them. I don't think it's a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. She hasn't even spawned the fuckers yet. Ah, I stood in stupid. Let's try that again without standing in stupid. That was my fault. That was very fast. So I can kill her without worrying about the ads, but that shit that she put underneath my feet, she double tapped me. Try that again. Damage is great. Yogi, get her. I need to watch the floor this time. That shit, she doubled up on it. She got two of them under me at the same time. Can I kill her before the ads? I might be in trouble. Don't you dare channel, don't you dare channel! Yes, fuck you! Woof. That was risky. I snipped a bit there. 200k damage. 200k. How much did I do on her? 100k. 101. That's fucking ridiculous. Flame Arrow did a lot, actually. 21%. Lethal Arrow. Didn't hit as hard as it could have done if I had, what the fuck is it called? Class Embodiment. Class Embodiment would have improved that by 145%. Didn't get it. Shit happens. Single target was over 100k without really trying. Found the infamous nuke it button. I did. I don't want to loot stuff. Noob. Rip. Doesn't matter. I use stamina anyway. Negate doesn't do shit. Minions. It's fucking incredible. Bear in mind, I don't have a fucking tank, so this would be much easier if I did. You can just pull stuff for me. I wouldn't get hit all the bloody time. Lightbringer can fuck off. I heard you. Nope. The Mystic, actually. Can't shoot it. Whoa! Sets. Put quiver in the chat. Shite. I'm in trouble. No stam. That's better. Can't wait for subclass and I think of putting the Sork pets on my stand blade. You can. Expected ruin would be nice. We're not going to be able to take enough damage so you can take advantage of it. Thank you for the link. Everything you need to know is in that video. This is just fucking around on PTS with this change of one of the skills, so we've got a whole new skill line. Boing. sucker. Imps have to die. They're fucking awful. At least he's hitting my pet. Which is helpful. Not getting hit by that massive Pachunga. Fucking Brewmaster as well. Oh, 2 Brewmasters. Fuck you. Missed. He's fucked. Woohoo! It's been in the chat. What, with double Brewmasters? Yeah, probably. Swift Gale, that would have been really nice then, but no, we can't have nice things when we want them. Right, even if I... No, we're leaving after this anyway. I'm struggling. Painkillers are wearing off. I need to get off the fucking seat. Or at least off stream so I can sit differently. Because sitting in front of that box and making sure you're completely square all the time, that's really difficult. Fidget. 3, 2, 1, go! Did I use a special buff? I did. Oi, that hurt. I'm telling your mum. She's fucking dead. Manty's coming. Don't be dead. Yeah, some focus phase. You need to be. Otherwise the Manty will get me. No laser for you. Woof. Ate it. Don't want to loot stuff. What the hell's the thing? Give me focused efforts just so I can go out with a bang. No, got another pet. Ooh, should we mess with that? 3 pets! A fucking zoo. Necromancer, skelly thingy, so almost Necromancer, and then a bear. And for those that wanted bear skins, by the way, we're getting a polar bear. It's called a snow bear. Spell fuck it. Oi! For those that know, that's awful. I'm dead. There's a marauder in the room. Water boy! He fucked me up last time with a light attack. Dodge. I disagree. That was a desync and fucking hell. 27k light attack during desync. I'm done anyway. That was a pretty good demonstration. Should we go whack the dummy for the fuck of it? See what they've done with it. Collections. Not that this holds any weight whatsoever. It's fucking useless, but be interesting to see what the pet is actually doing. I've got to go in a second because again my painkillers are worn off. Thank you very much for the rip dance. Much appreciated. Whee! Some of this. Mammoth. Bob, have you seen this? Look. It's not an ornament. That's a mount. Yeah, we got one. Don't know when. Don't do that. Do this. Burst is 97k instantly. It should be fairly consistent throughout though. Up and down all the way through, and then execute's gonna be loads. Change food. Fast food. Use the shit food. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Technically, in content, you don't struggle with resource on this anyway. Just use a heavy attack. You can do it for science. Wrong place. So please. Where's my food? Test lunchbox. Bear in mind, you will actually get less damage with this food because you don't have the same flat resources. Where have you gone? I'm looking right at it. There. This is supposed to be to simulate. It's bollocks because you don't, because you've got loads of buffs and bonuses anyway, but people use it to simulate the buffs and bonuses that you may have available. Technically speaking, Cleve uses this stuff because he's already got 20 odd K health anyway. Wrong food. Did it again. So on that particular build, put Cleve in the chat. He actually uses that on purpose. Wiggled his stats so he's got loads and loads of health so you don't suffer with a 5.3k reduction. And yeah, hits like a truck. That needs an update soon. Because that is old and still functioning, I guess. How much pen? Not pen. How much crit chance do they have? Over the top. Way too much. Too much crit chance. Yes, you can have that. Too much crit damage even. Wrong one. Don't need that. Damage over time. Yes, please. Why have I got too much crit chance? Or crit damage even? Or medium mostly. That's why. On this scenario, not in actual content. In actual content, you would only get that if those buffs and bonuses are present. If they're not, then you'll have slightly less, but you'll still have more than other people. Where the fuck is the pet? Hit him. Fucking easy. That's all you need to do. If someone says, can you do your rotation, and you have to prove that you can practice it, that's all you need to do. Just light attack. I'm not going to do this for 4 minutes. Fuck this. You get the idea. That's all you need to do. I am done. It is time to leave. It is fucking 12:30. I'm not streaming tomorrow because of reasons that I already explained. But if you're not following on YouTube or Twitch, hit the buttons, they are free. Furthermore, if you want to help support the channel outside the YouTube and Twitch channels, there are some links for socials. For Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the website's zonagamer.com, Patreon, Throne, Buy Me a Coffee, and merch. There's also a support link and a new YouTube channel, which is regarding survival games. So Conan, Dune, Ark potentially, Pearl Word, and all that kind of stuff. So put survival in the chat. Thank you indeed very much for everyone for watching, and I will see you all on Monday. Hopefully, a new update to PTS. Bye-bye.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my